We're back. Yes, you okay? You okay?
Well, I wanted to scream an expletive, but the video just started, so I won't. I had to physically restrain myself.
Give it a minute.
And the cat is here, and I can't swear in front of the cat.
No, you
Cat's
can't
gone
swear in
now.
front
I
of a
can
cat. That's horrifying. Don't do that. But yes,
Yeah.
welcome
Oh,
back
I've
to
definitely sworn in
Babylon.
front of our cats.
It's true. We are watching and reacting to Hello, Mr. Griswold, episodes of Babylon 5. We just watched the season finale of season 1.
Yeah, we did.
We just watched Chrysalis. I'm Jenny. I'm a huge fan of the show.
I'm Jen. I'm a big fan of the show as well. I'm a screenwriter, and actually I'm also a former scientist, and that's going to become relevant in a couple of minutes, and I will explain it all when we get there.
Okay.
That's all.
Mr. Griswold, would you like to introduce your companion?
I'm Ian. I'm a production designer. This is Mr. Griswold the cat, and grew up watching Babylon 5 with my parents when it first aired. And happy season finale, everybody!
Yeah.
Happy season finale.
We did it.
We did it.
I'm Gus. I am an actor. This is my first time watching Babylon 5.
I'm Allie, and I'm an actor and a screenwriter, and this is my second time watching Babylon 5.
No,
You've been tricking us this whole time.
That's a lie.
Could you imagine? That's a twist as intense as the twist of this episode.
Which one?
Right?
There were like 9. Like everybody had a twist.
It was just twist after twist after twist. It's like we were playing Twister.
It was the dawn of the streaming age. 4 friends, bound by a shared love of stories, embark on a journey to a legendary space station. 2 veterans of the ancient television wars, revisiting a familiar battlefield. 2 newcomers, eager to explore its mysteries and unravel its secrets. Their mission? To boldly go where many have gone before. This is the story of Babylon. The year is 2025. The place, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes. Now, just to get this out of the way, because it's pretty obvious, this one was written by JMS.
JMS.
Obvious.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guess
Was it
who
a
the
Janet?
director was? Yes, it was
Janet.
a Janet Creek. Yeah.
Janet!
Yeah. When you need a banger, you call Janet. That's
Janet with the hitters.
I've always said that. I've always said that.
I have to go back and say, I'm sorry, I'm not a former scientist. I'm still a scientist. Once you're a scientist, you're a scientist. I'm not a scientist anymore. Okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
Check yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So a lot to talk about in this episode.
Yes, kind of.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Kind of, a little bit.
Yeah,
And we're not
I
just
just
talking
wanna,
about
like,
six
say-
sticks.
Go ahead, Jenny. No, you
No, I
go
was just gonna
first.
say, I just kind of want to say go, but I want that literally was what I was going to say.
Okay, first I'm gonna I have tentacles coming in. but the reason is so that you can see my forehead. There's a triangle on it. I put a triangle on my forehead.
Hey!
Amazing! It's incredible.
Oh my god.
I just needed a little.
You need that for great
extra.
counsel. What do you can't show,
Right?
You can't just be
I know,
showing your
that's-
triangle willy-nilly.
I know. Sorry, I'll say
Cut
that.
triangles out.
I'm doing the Delenn.
Yes, exactly.
Get out.
Get out.
This was amazing and such a good season finale. And
Holy crap.
oh my god! Usually you get like one big hook, maybe. Like I'm thinking from the Star Trek mode of things, but obviously this isn't Star Trek at all. So we're just gonna go like, here's a bunch of shit. Garibaldi's in a coma, basically, may or may not pull through. Delenn is in an egg chrysalis thing, web in the wall. That fucking.
And I thought he was the chrysalis, but apparently she's the chrysalis.
Well, she was gonna have him come by. I don't know if he was gonna also be in the chrysalis.
Or be in the
Apparently, the
chrysalis
cones
instead.
of Dunshire that she was building all season was for that.
All season.
Which is
She's been-
bananas.
Yep.
She's been working on that fucking thing for the entire time. It's the world's most complicated Tinker Toy set I've ever seen. And what else did we have hooks? They
We've
killed Santiago.
We've been joking about the cones of Dunshire this whole time.
I know.
Yes.
I spent the entire season going,
It's
I don't know,
about the
Santiago.
cones.
Maybe he's okay. Maybe
Guys,
he's not.
We forgot about the most important thing about the season. It's about the cones.
It's about the cones.
It's about the cones.
It's about the cones, and you have brought it up every fucking time it comes up.
It's about the cones.
They killed Santiago.
They killed Santiago.
He didn't matter after all.
We
The
never
vice
saw him.
president
It turns out he was the executive producer
He
the whole
was
time.
Douglas Netter. There's a reason he never had a line. It wasn't because he was important
And the
later.
PA
I thought it
really
was
did
'cause he
not
was
take
gonna
a
be
flattering
important later.
photo.
It's because he was just not important at all. But the vice president he sucks.
Now I gotta look up.
I'm calling my shot.
Now I
he
gotta
sucks.
look up what Douglas Netter looks like, just so that I can prove that there's a more attractive photo of that man they could have used. Okay,
While
you
you're doing
continue.
that,
Other
I'm going to
hooks.
tell you. Okay, so while she's looking this up, I'm going to tell you a weird behind the scenes, not behind the scenes stuff, although there is a weird behind the scenes stuff. But this episode, we talked about this a little bit in the Great Council of the previous episode. It is the season finale of season 1. But if you had been watching this, well, you tell it actually, Ian, because you experienced this.
They aired it out of order?
There's not very many photos that exist of this man.
But just imagine, you're a young child and you're watching this with your family, and it's the late summer, and the series season 1 just ends with the last episode, the Qualities of Mercy.
Qualities of Mercy would have been what you experienced as the season finale.
Then you just start going into reruns, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, I guess that's a way to end a show. And then sometime in late October, 1 week before season 2 premieres, you watch this episode as what you think is the season 2 premiere.
It happened. It's so confusing. The reason is because Babylon 5, as we talked about, was a mid-season. How do you call it? A mid-season pickup?
A mid-season replacement.
Yes. So the season finale would have ended would have been in midsummer, and the network just didn't want to put this episode in the middle of the summer when nobody's watching TV.
So they just shadow dropped it in October?
Yep.
All right, I guess that's better.
Yeah. Like right
as a
before
lead in for the new season, but not But like Ian said, why would you think you'd be like, oh, I guess it's starting this week. Cool.
Yeah. But there was no hooks in the Quality of Mercy. It was fine. It was good.
And Jeff was barely in it.
Jeff was barely in it. Yeah. Jeff's the guy. Jeff's the one. Jeff's the Chrysalis. Apparently not. Apparently Delenn's is a Chrysalis.
Here's the thing. Streaming has done some good things in that, we don't have erroneous drops of TV.
We don't have Firefly getting kicked in the head as it airs.
Yes. Yeah. I can't imagine how frustrating that would have been to be a creative and have them just dick around with your schedule.
Yeah.
That would have been frustrating.
Speaking of dicking around, okay, I do want to get into the plot, but there is some weird shit that happened with the show. This is one of the weirdest things. I'm realizing I should have downloaded this picture beforehand, so I'm going to do it now. This episode aired in the UK prior to airing in the US. And in the UK, it aired perfectly fine. There were literally no issues with it in the UK. Now, do you remember that scene where Londo goes into the big garden?
Yes.
He's in the hedge maze.
Yes.
That scene, somehow, in the US version, they aired it without any of the special effects. So you can literally see the soundstage. But it aired before in the UK perfectly fine. So something happened at the network. It's explained here in the notes. But I'm going to see if I can pull up the picture.
How do you fuck up that bad? How do you fuck that up?
So it says
How
the original.
Is that even...
Here it is. It says the original satellite feed in the US was missing the special effect. So I guess they shot they just pulled the wrong version. They pulled the previous version.
There's it's a full explanation because obviously these are JMS's notes. And he rants about it a lot because it made him really, really mad.
You think?
If you go through, and
this is
also aired with
the
a
episode
to be continued at the end. Yeah,
with a to be continued.
It was not supposed to have a to be continued at the end, and it aired
No.
with a to be continued at the end.
It's not a two-parter. It's just here's all the hooks for next season.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Shenanigans.
Maybe it's a two-parter. It's not called part one though. So
no, it's not. It's not meant to be.
Shenanigans.
Oh, there it is. Why
You
is
know,
it
say what you want about
Okay,
film
here it
and
is. Here
TV
it is.
now,
I
but
found it, Jenny.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it says every so often a screw up takes place that is so breathtakingly stupid it defies all logic and reason. I just learned of one this evening, and I'm still reeling a bit from him because he's writing real time while it's airing, while these are like coming on the air. Consequently, this is addressed to anyone who watched the satellite uplink of Chrysalis or has seen it in the U.S. in the last day or so. Once we deliver an episode, it goes to two places, Modern Video and CBC. CBC checks an episode of any series prior to uplink to make sure it's okay. Though they've had it for 4 months, they only got around to checking it the day before the uplink. During this, they found a couple of small audio pops, the kind of thing that could be fixed in about 5 minutes. But since it was in the evening, Modern Video decided to fix it for us by rebuilding the entire episode. Without calling us, notifying us, or checking with us, when we could have easily had someone on hand there to supervise at a moment's notice. Well, when they rebuilt the episode, they didn't use all the correct footage. Some of what they used was raw footage. Example, when Londo goes to meet someone in the garden, there's supposed to be a great composite shot there of the interior of the garden area.
Oh, Jenny just put it up on screen.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh
You
no.
literally see like there's an exit sign. There are pipes on the wall.
My God.
Yeah, and he says the UK saw this version last month, but when the episode was rebuilt, they used the raw footage segment showing Londo and a partial hedge in the soundstage, where you can see the stage wall and the pipes and the exit sign. No composite, nada. We don't know yet.
Oh my God.
That's devastating. We don't know. Oh my God. Literally, I can't even read this to David. He will just go apoplectic and like explode. He will look like William Shatner first. His face will be all big red and swollen, and then he'll just explode.
Yeah.
legit, if JMS is still married at this time, condolences to his wife for having to deal with him that night. Because, oh my God.
He says we don't yet know what else has been included incorrectly because we won't see a copy until morning. Suffice it to say that this is being taken care of in our way overnight. And a correct version will be sent out via satellite in time for the Wednesday first airings in most markets and the reruns in those markets where it's already aired. At this moment, I am preternaturally calm about all of this, having passed beyond anger earlier this evening into a kind of Zen state of consciousness, utterly unable to wrap my brain around the absolute stupidity of something like this for more than 2 minutes at a time. By morning, this will have worn off. I'm looking forward to it immensely.
Oh my God.
There was a second shot in down below that was also missing.
Yes, I don't have an original of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was also to be continued
and you
at
just
the end
know
that wasn't supposed to be there. Mm-hmm.
You just know the employee that fucked up was like, maybe you won't be that mad, and then it's like,
right,
and then this statement drops, and it's like,
it's over for you.
I'm fired.
The employee that fucked up isn't even like, he's not even on the crew. It's not somebody JMS works.
It's just
with.
some guy.
Just some
No, but he was definitely. If that was you, please drop a comment.
Yes.
If that was you that fucked up that bad, like, we want to talk to you.
He's in hiding. He or
we
she
want to know what you're
hiding
doing
for their
now.
life, or they.
We know you were run out of California, but we want to know what you're doing now. Like,
how did you rebuild your life?
Do you run a weed farm in Nevada? Like, what do you do? Like, what are you doing now?
That
with yourself
is appalling. The rest of the episode,
we would
great.
handle interviewing you with such grace.
Yeah, of course.
We just want to know everything about you.
Of course, we would.
Jenn,
Does JMS still have a hit out on you?
I mean, I can't even imagine. Like the top shot, it like the hedge garden is like it's really big. Although because
there's a part of me that's like, did they think that in doing this, like in rebuilding it, that they might get like a nod, like a good job.
Yeah, it could have just patched it over.
This to
I
me
thought
reads,
I'd go above and beyond.
This to me reads like somebody who's read too many of those, and then they broke into the studio and now they're in a studio head or whatever. Like those stories in Los Angeles where you're like, don't do that because you will freak people out, and like there's like chutzpah and there's like being a creep.
Yeah. Yeah.
or being
this
an
is like-
idiot. You know what I mean? That's going to like actually make it so that's impossible for you to work. You guys know what I'm talking about. Where like you hear stories all the time that are supposed to be like those inspirational stories where they're like, I heard they made chalk art outside of the studio and that like got people to read their script or whatever. And you're like, okay, but like maybe that was true in 1967, but now that would get you arrested. Like,
Right.
like I heard they just showed up at their house and I'm like, don't ever
do that.
show up at an executive's house. That will get you arrested. It will get you put on some lists. Like it will not be good. This to me reads like that, where they were like, I'll like rebuild it. And then like JMS will send me like a personal thank you. And then I'll like, doesn't it feel like that?
I know.
Doesn't it feel like that?
I can see that. Yeah. I can totally see
Definitely
that.
like the what was it? The Jesus painting from a while ago,
Oh,
where
yeah,
like the lady
from
came and was
Spain.
like, "I'll fix it."
Oh God,
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
The
Yes.
restoration,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like, there
Yes.
it was, and there it is.
Yes. And they're like, oh, this will get me like a real pat on the back. Like they'll be like, what chutzpah that person has, like what a go-getter. And it's like they were probably on the phone with their mom before that. And like, it was like, oh, like they'll, you know, back in my day, we just did, you know, whatever. Like, oh, I remember at one point when I was early on in my career, somebody was like, just walk into the studios and talk to the person at the front desk. And I was like, first of all, you can't now. Like just walk into a studio.
Right.
You can't.
You can't
Like
get in
that's
without
not
a drive-on.
that's not possible. This person, of course, had started their career in the 70s.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, first of all, now there's security guards at every entrance. There's no because probably somebody did something weird. You know,
somebody succeeded
at some
at
point
the first time, and then everybody tried it, and executives were like, "Fuck this! I need to do my job."
no, fuck this.
Like,
We do not want you on our studio unless you have a reason to be here. Yeah. Exactly. Because she was like, back in my day, like I went in and I made friends with the front desk lady, and like that's how I got somebody to read my first script. And I was like, they can't do that anymore. You cannot make friends with the front desk lady anymore.
Nope.
Like there's just nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You just can't do it. So yeah, this to me reads that way, where it was like somebody trying to have a career move that was actually like a career destroyer.
Right.
Jen's laughing because she's like, that's definitely what happened. No, it's like, that's definitely what happened. It's canon now. It's canon. It's some idiot who's like fresh out of school trying to make a name for themselves.
Okay, this picture of the set though reminds me of something that I've been meaning to mention that I haven't mentioned up until now. Is that they were filming in an old hot tub factory, hot tub manufacturing place. Like they weren't filming in a regular studio the entire time. They weren't like in the regular part of.
Yeah, I was like,
Here's the
that does
thing.
not look like an
Studios
actual
are.
soundstage. Mm-hmm.
Out here,
it's
we will
not.
literally film anywhere.
Yeah.
We'll
So
film
the
anywhere.
the entirety of the show was always filmed in that hot tub.
In a hot tub factory?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like an old. It's not a hot tub
my
factory
God.
at the time. It was. But
I know. So then,
Whatever you can
so
buy that has space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We were going
Babylon
to shoot a whole show in a pickle factory.
God.
So-
Would
They
that
were got the
smell
footprint.
like
Yeah.
pickles?
So Babylon 4 is literally a hot tub time machine.
Yes. Oh my
Ah,
God.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it
Oh,
is. Yes,
God,
it is.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh my God. Okay.
Wow. Wait,
So-
but content of this episode. Yeah,
yes,
go ahead.
yeah. Now that we've talked about all, I was going to say literally that, and now that we've talked about sort of the behind the scenes stuff, we've discovered who the president was. Let's talk about the meat of the
Nobody.
episode.
He was
Yes.
fucking nobody. Goodbye.
Please, Douglas
Spent a lot of time on
Adder.
He
him.
was the executive producer.
No, I mean in terms of
Yeah.
the context of the show, he didn't matter
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
He wanted to implement like through the season like a lot of pro
Yeah.
outreach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a cool dude. He wanted to do
Yeah.
a lot of cool stuff. His vice president sucked.
Continues
I
to
bet
suck.
Psychor
I feel
killed
like
him,
that's
man.
gonna be shit.
I bet Psychor's in bed with the spacists. What are
Okay.
they called? It's Earth.
But the shadow
wait,
thing.
wait. But I was trying to remember this during the episode. What
Oh,
was the organization called that
Is it-
Malcolm was
Oh.
part of?
Earth First? Am I making that up?
No, it wasn't Earth
Yeah,
First. It was Home Guard.
Home Guard. That's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Home Guard. Home Guard
Yeah.
killed him. They tried.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried in the Garibaldi episode.
Right.
In the one with the Mook.
Mhm.
God damn it, Cutter won at the end of the day. Of all people, the
Yeah.
Mook got his way.
Yeah. Well, do you remember the episode that the guy who shot Garibaldi in the back was in? Or he's been in 2 other episodes. Do
Yeah.
you remember?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in that one, wasn't he?
He was, I think, in that one. He was the one who was like, it's not that big a deal that these guys
Yeah.
came in with weird stuff? Like,
because I remember at the time being like, this guy's a problem. And I remember in the discussion, I said, it's surprising to me that none of Garibaldi's troops are home guard.
Right. Yeah, cops are never right-wing racist. That never happens.
Never.
Never.
That's never happened.
Coming right off of Quality of Mercy, when Garibaldi was so hot about like his guy getting shot, you know, like it was a huge thing, and he was just like, I will go to the mat for my team.
Yeah.
Made me think that he's got like a bunch of like really loyal to Garibaldi guys around him, and then there's this Yahoo.
Yeah.
Absolute schmuck.
Yeah.
Absolute twit.
I just realized that there's one more behind the scenes stuff that I want to mention. Do you remember when we watched TKO? I told you that he wanted this to be later on in the season. That he wanted it to be. He wanted TKO to be where Quality of Mercy was, and like they were supposed to be in that order.
Right.
Oh my
Right.
God.
So we get
Imagine.
people telling Garibaldi to watch
Yes.
his back for half an hour, and then Garibaldi gets shot in the fucking back.
That's
Oh, that's why they said it so many times.
Yep.
Oh,
How do the
This
shadow
letter.
people play in though? If it's the Psi Corps and the cops
I don't know if the
Or the
shadow
spaces
people play into that.
to this,
The Psychor people?
I think they're trying to start like a
Well, they are.
war, like a galactic war though.
They are, but I don't know if they. I think maybe
Killing
the
the
humans.
president and destabilizing things and making Earth isolationist.
But I think maybe the humans just have a bunch of shitty humans. I don't know. Like, I think that's the more interesting answer, is that some of this is the work of, as Jakar put it, someone else out there, and some of this is just the work of regular, run-of-the-mill racist assholes.
Can't it be both?
Yeah, it can be both.
Yeah.
I think-
no los dos.
I feel like part of the message is going to be, you don't have to be supernatural to be a dick.
¿Por qué no los
If you're
dos?
Londo, you got 6, so you got.
No, you definitely don't have to be supernatural to be a dick, but you can have
6?
supernatural things that where it what?
He said 6.
You could have supernatural forces where where it behooves them to have dicks in charge.
Well, but I mean, so far what the shadows have done to move the needle has been really, really big stuff.
Yeah, but like here's the thing. Killing Earth's president, kind of a big thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying, is if it had been the shadows tend to just show up unvarnished, blow shit up, and then leave.
What is this if not blow shit up and
They didn't because every other time they've shown up, they have their big ass cloaking ships appear, blow things up, and then cloak again. And this the modus operandum of this was different. And yeah, they had the news there, but I don't think that the shadows were behind this. I think that it's showing us that there are external and internal forces working against peace.
Well, that may be clear. I don't think that the shadows are behind this. I think that like they're helped by it.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah. I'm saying that like
it helps them,
I'm saying that I don't think that it's impossible that like they've got their finger on the pulse of this though, in some way. That they're like, I think that their whole thing is like, let's have everybody hate each other. Let's have everybody be against each other. Let's have maximum chaos. Let's have so like having like I don't think they had to do very much in this particular regard though.
I don't think they had to do anything.
Exactly. But I think this is the thing where it's like they might not have done anything. Like I think they can set certain wheels in motion and then let the crazies do what they're going to do.
I don't.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think it took a big push to let that domino fall.
Well, but I don't think they had to do literally anything. I think they were just like, oh, look, there's a bunch of Earth racists. That's great. We're not going to interfere.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Look, all I'm trying to say is I think that thematically,
who is right about it being dicks?
No, I'm just saying.
Previous episode.
I'm just saying.
It could be.
I think thematically, it's more interesting if, in addition to the fact that the shadows push well-intentioned people to do terrible things, there are also simply people with bad intentions.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that like I don't think they've had to interfere much in this, but like I think that they're not interfering again. Like I think that there's Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this.
Obviously, what happened benefits them because it's chaos and it causes people to turtle up more and it causes more isolationism.
I think that you can fan flames that lead to actions like this without having direct involvement. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Like it seems like they're doing a lot of behind the scenes shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there was some involvement in what's going on Earth. But I agree with you that it's like there's a difference between being a part of the militia and giving the militia guns.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like the thing about racists is a lot of the time they're not that bright. That's part of the reason why they're racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like usually bigots are not that smart. That's on God. Like they're not very smart. That's why they're bigots. That's why they're racists. Because if you think about it for more than approximately 5 minutes, none of it makes any sense.
No.
So my thing is it's like, I would argue that like the organization that they displayed was rather intelligent just now. I'm not saying that they were involved, but I am saying like perhaps the idiot racists had some assistance.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on this.
I think it is more interesting to have people just just suck in general. Like, I don't think these are well-intentioned people making mistakes.
No,
or being manipulated. I don't know. I think that there are realms in which the shadow have to really like do a lot of work. And there are realms where they're like, damn, okay. Like you really took that and ran with it.
Sure.
And I think it could be possible that they presented the whole like, hey, doesn't it kind of suck that there are aliens? And then like one guy living in the middle of nowhere was like, it does suck that there are aliens.
But that's not how they've operated in any other capacity. In every other capacity, they suggest, hey, maybe I could do X thing, or what do you want me to do? And then they go out and do something so that people are indebted to them. Right? Because
I'm just saying we don't really know that much about them at this point.
Well, but I'm just working on what I do know.
We just found out that they have like
they got fucking
monsters,
stalkers,
like Demogorgon things.
What are those things called in XCOM?
Whatever those things are. They looked chitinous, but also shadowy chitin.
But the reason I say this is because in Signs Importance, they went up to Jakar, asked him what he wanted, and then did that.
Oh yeah, they're like genies.
And then they went up to Londo, asked him what he wanted, and then did that thing. And both times there were no serious negative consequences to the person who requested the thing and a minor sense of indebtedness. And this time they went up to Londo, proposed a solution that they would do, did the thing, and it resulted in Londo being enormously indebted to them and also having kind of a crisis of identity because he essentially caused the deaths of 10,000 people.
You don't think there's a world in which there might be some racist in, Omaha who was like, damn, I wish there was a way to get rid of all these aliens. And they were like, done.
But again, it was humans doing everything.
Yeah.
I think we're just circling the same point.
I just think it's possible. I just think it's like there's the militia guys and then there's the guys who low key provide the guns under the table. And I'm just saying they may be a little bit providing some guns under the table because racists aren't that smart. And if you disagree with me, you're saying racists are smart. So
no, I'm saying that smart people can be really fucking stupid. Like, I'm saying that people who are
be smart in a stupid way. That's true.
You can have a lot of intelligence and still be a bastard.
No, that's true.
That's why wisdom and intelligence
are different scores.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have to ask. I do want to ask you a question, Gus.
I just want the shadows to be involved in everything because it's fun for me.
I love them
because I like the genies.
Sorry, Jenny.
Jenny.
You said in Signs Importance he asked Jakar what he wanted, and he did that thing, and he asked, what did he do for his? He did something for Londo in Signs Importance. What did he do for Jakar?
Killed Lord Kiro.
Oh, okay. I see how you did.
He said,
okay.
I want the Centauri Empire to crumble to dust. I want their cities to burn. I want da-da-da-da-da. And the first volley in that is, this is a very high-ranking Centauri with designs on being the Emperor. Now he's a pile of plasma floating through space.
Right, okay.
Dust, if you will.
And Londo said, I want the Centauri Empire to be restored to its former glory. And a very microcosmic version of that is giving him the eye back. Mm-hmm. So for both of them, he did a very small thing leading towards the larger goal. And it seems as though he's still working towards those same goals for both of them, because by pushing Narn stuff back, he allows Centauri rule to flourish. I mean, it kind of seems like they have inadvertently entered into this devil's bargain that will eventually cause a sizable war between the two of them, unless G'Kar can be like, no, I have to stick up for the Centauri and say that they're not the ones doing this. This
and
is
figure
a third
out
party.
that there's shadow people.
Yeah, because let's be fucking real. What?
Yeah, well, it was fascinating to me that G'Kar, that was the first thing out of his mouth was the Centauri don't have the will to do this. They wouldn't. This wasn't them. There's something else at play.
Yeah,
but that's G'Kar, who is an ambassador, and for all my talk about him being a clown, he is very smart, and he is speaking in private to his attaché.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know a lot about Narn Central Command government, but
considering they went up to a minor and they were like, "We'd like to impregnate you," I'm like, I'm not feeling great about it.
That's not what they did.
They didn't say that to her.
They wanted DNA samples.
They wanted DNA samples.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah,
it was not a great look for them.
Wait, but I would not put it past Narn Central Command to be like, yeah, obviously the Centauri couldn't do this. They have reason to. They have motive. It's on the border of their space. We can't prove it. This is a casus belli, though, so we're going to go to war anyway. Okay. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, here's the thing. If there were something in the past season or so... Sorry, one second. If there was something in the past season or so that had happened on Earth that was really fucking weird, like if all the polls had been saying Marie Crane is the clear front runner, Marie Crane is going to win, Marie Crane absolutely all the way, and then Santiago, hits it out of the park, I would say absolutely the shadows were involved in that. Yeah, I know, Jenny. I know, Jen. I know. I get it. I feel that I heard it coming out of my mouth, and I was like, "Oh no, they're here."
What?
Parallels reality. With a female challenger doing really. Anyway, so if that had happened, then I would be more inclined to say like, yeah, the shadows talked to Cutter or whoever, I don't know, some fucking spaces piece of Bester, whatever, and he said he wanted Earth to be blah blah blah.
I thought she was supposed to win.
She was favored, but it wasn't.
It wasn't like it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't like we saw weeks and weeks of polling. It was just like, oh, it looks like she's gonna
I'm not
win
putting it out of the. I'm not saying this out of the realm of possibility. I think it's entirely possible that the shadows may be like rigged the election to make Santiago what was the fucking vice president's Daniel win. Maybe like if that's how the shadows are involved, that's how the shadows are involved, and I could totally see that. I don't know if we'd ever come back to that though, because
I don't think like a pretty major plot line though. The president dying,
yeah, but not being elected. Like nobody since has been like, wow, I really thought Marie Crane was going to win.
Right,
yeah.
We will see.
Do you want to go over some other things?
Oh wait, I had another thing.
Oh yeah, sorry, your hands. I'm sorry.
Wait, but now I'm trying to remember what my hand was in the air about.
I feel like a teacher right now. Allie, yes,
I can't remember what my hand was in the air about. Fuck.
I'm trying to remember when you put your hand up. What Gus was saying.
Gus was talking.
Yeah.
Gus was talking about the shadows and G'Kar.
Oh, one of the things that might be happening is apparently they're all like, all the Centauri are talking about like, oh, how did Londo figure that out? And I'm like, oh, them saying like, hey, you tell them you're going to take care of it. Like low key take credit for what happens. Yeah. I'm like, do you think that could leak?
Totally could fucking
exactly.
leak.
That's why I'm like, that could be what puts attention on the Centauri is that Londo kind of has taken credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that some of the Centauri are not going to be kind of cool with that, considering he said that the Centauri don't have the will for this.
Right.
It also does put Londo...
I don't think it'd take much for them to leak that.
I mean, Morden was talking to his fucking Starship Trooper aliens that are invisible. I'll remember the name of these goddamn things eventually from XCOM. And he was like, oh yeah, we have him exactly where we want him. We've got him. He may not want to, but when the time comes, he'll do what we need him to do. And that's rough for our sweet, funny boy who accidentally did a war crime.
Accidentally did a war crime, yeah. Sometimes you just stumble on it.
I mean, he didn't do the war crime. He took credit for the war crime. These are different things.
Before the war crime happened, actually.
Before the war crime even happened, he didn't know what he was taking credit for.
Mm-hmm.
He just thought he was being like, don't worry about it.
Chrysalis.
Looks like he was guilty of a war crime, which will potentially cause a war.
Mm.
Okay, tell me.
I can see this.
Tell me that these are not exactly what he was talking to.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the exact same thing.
That's great.
What is that?
These are chrysalids from XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Okay. Because when you mentioned
It is the exact.
Starship Troopers, I was like, oh yeah, they do look like the bugs from Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
They also a little bit, but they look.
They do also look like the
very
bugs
much
from
like
Starship
They
Troopers.
look more like this.
Wait, now what is this from?
I think this is from a video game called XCOM Enemy Unknown.
When was the game made?
20
By a Babylon
14?
5 fan.
Probably by a Babylon 5 fan.
They're called Chrysalids.
Chrysalids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's from a Babylon 5 fan designed and named that thing.
Yeah, probably.
100%.
I could see that. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Whoa, that is definitely what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, good. That's great.
Looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
They are the most annoying fucking enemy in that game.
Okay.
Anyway, I just felt the need to share that because I finally remembered what it was they looked like.
Yes. Well, speaking of chrysalids, do you want to talk about the chrysalis?
Oh my God. Jeff was supposed to get in there. He was supposed to climb up in there, give her a little kiss on the forehead. No, he wasn't.
When she comes out, that's when it will be revealed that they've been married the whole
married
time.
this whole time.
And it will be like interrupting his wedding.
Oh.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah,
dude. I have to say something. This is what I said. This is why I started by saying I can't turn my science brain off. I used to be a science advisor for film and TV, and I used to be a science teacher and everything else. Okay. Everybody uses the wrong word and says cocoon when they mean chrysalis. A butterfly does not create a cocoon. They create a chrysalis. Wait, fuck. Now I've got it all wrong. A butterfly creates a chrysalis. A chrysalis is created from secretions from their body. It's hard. It doesn't have spun silk. A cocoon is spun silk from a moth. And this was a cocoon.
That was a cocoon.
Not a cocoon.
That was absolutely
you can't
a
call
cocoon.
an episode of television a cocoon.
Cocoon.
Why not?
I ain't never get old and I ain't never gonna die. I'm sorry.
I know. I was like the Ron Howard
Can't
movie,
call it
Cocoon. Yes, that's what I was thinking of too. Which is actually
neither
the
of you
movie
people
Cocoon
have
was
seen because you are infants.
too young.
No, we're small.
But I believe Cocoon came out probably right around this time too. Actually, the time
Probably
frame is
around,
pretty close. But then just don't make it silky. I don't know.
It was really silky, but that's okay. But here's the thing, Jen. You know more than most people. You are very smart. Most people would see what a chrysalis should look like and be like, "That's not a cocoon," and you would be screaming, "You're goddamn right." But
what went through my reptile brain was just a Mothra.
Mothra.
Now, here's the other thing, by the way. I'm pretty sure that when caterpillars make chrysalises, don't they
they
melt?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
turn into
they gooify first before they come back and
then they turn into
part.
Butterflies, and that's fucking weird, and I don't understand any of it.
So they can gooify so their organs can kind of move around a little bit and then they rebuild and then
Is she going to turn into Delenn goo?
I hope so.
I don't want to know.
I hope so because I want it to be scientifically accurate.
Is she's going to come back different?
It's Minbari. They have completely different animals.
If Jakar doesn't know what a cat is, then or Londo
that
doesn't know what a cat
was
is.
the funniest fucking thing. JMS, I know JMS in the comedy, but when JMS writes the comedy for Londo, with the exception of him getting hammered and eating the statue's ass on the table, 10 out of 10.
Whoa.
You don't remember this?
What?
He just kissed
You got to
the
go
ass. He
rewatch
didn't,
Parliament
eat
of
it.
Dreams.
Whoa.
He got all up in there. It was a lot.
What was going? What?
He picked up.
What are we
the
talking
statue of
about?
God
A little
and he
intense.
kissed
What is
it.
happening?
Okay.
What are we saying?
All right.
Anyway,
You talked about
I'm scared.
6 dicks for 25 minutes.
6 dicks. And then you just went eating a statue's ass. What are we talking about? What's happening?
You remember that episode?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, you got to go back. It's great.
I blocked that out.
Well, it's. Remember when Londo got really, really drunk
Which
At
time?
the long table.
at the table?
In Parliament of Dreams, the religion episode, he gets really drunk on the table. There's a statue of a god. He picks it up and he kisses it.
It's the goddess of fertility, and then he very aggressively kisses its butt.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember that at all.
I think it was the.
I believe that it happened.
It was the six
It was
tentacles.
It
was the same one.
Yeah.
It was
that one,
it was a portent, a sign and a portent
because
of
when
the
that-
dicks.
When we saw it on the table last episode, I almost said, "Oh, it's that one again." And I
Yep.
really wish I had. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's not what you were asking me
It's a
about.
sign and
What were we
portent of the
talking-
dicks to
what were we
come.
talking-
I have a
We're
Harryhausen
talking
statue
about-
in here somewhere that would work for this, but I can't
Oh
find
my
it.
god, I love Harryhausen.
We
Sorry,
were talking about cocoons versus chrysalis. I wanted to
Sorry.
ask
Right.
if you have any suggestions or thoughts about what Delenn will emerge as, or if she will emerge at all, or any thoughts at all.
Well, we didn't get to see her, but we know she has a hand.
yeah,
You know, she has-
yeah,
oh,
because
that's
of
true.
because of Babylon Squared.
Babylon Squared, yeah.
But now I'm realizing why we didn't get to see her. It's because
She
we didn't
looked
get to see
different,
what she is
because she
now.
looked different. Or it's a different actor, but I don't
Does
think so.
the thing on her head
That would
turn
be a
into
very
something?
good excuse for a recast if they needed a recast.
Oh, that's
Does
right.
the
yes,
thing on
yes.
her head
Okay.
turn into something?
Oh, you mean the other thing, not the triangle? I'm trying to
Not
make
the
my triangle
stop
show up.
Oh,
showing
the
your
crest.
triangles to the Zocalo. Yeah.
We're not allowed. We can't know.
Does she turn
Yeah.
into a giant
Gravities.
triangle?
She
with hands?
turns into a fucking walking geometric shape. Oh.
I like that. I like that.
Show is genius, man. It's genius.
So
Yeah,
good.
Genius. It's been there the whole time.
Everything's triangle.
yes.
It's about the cones,
It's
Commander.
about the cones.
The
So, I mean,
cones.
that,
She turned
that is
into a
really
giant
cool, though,
cone.
right? Like the Codes of Dungeon
It's
have been
really
there
cool.
the
Oh,
entire
it's super
freaking
cool.
All
season.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Look, I have absolutely no fucking idea what she is turning into, what is happening with her. This is not something that I
why
have
did she
seen
need
foreshadowed.
Kosh to show her something first?
What did Kosh
Is
show
that
her?
what she's becoming?
I was
Oh,
going to ask
maybe.
you what you
Is
thought
she
about
like?
that.
Is she the first Vorlon? Is time a circle?
Time is a circle because we know there's time travel.
Is time a circle?
Is time a triangle?
It goes all the way to the top.
Is she the first Vorlon?
What did
That's
he
why
show her,
she
man?
needed to be able to see it
Is
because
Kosh Jeff?
other people. Wait,
Everyone is Jeff. Every helmet. Oh God,
God.
Allie almost closed the window.
God, that would be kind of awesome.
Leave sight? No.
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 Oh, but this would be awesome. No, this would be awesome because I was wondering why it didn't like burn her retinas and stuff. Because wasn't that a concern
No.
early on? Wait, no, being able to see the form.
No,
wasn't that a
'cause
no?
Dr.
No,
Ben-
Jen's nodding yes.
It wasn't a
Jen's
harmful
nodding
thing.
yes.
Dr.
Well,
Ben
right.
looked in there and then he
Ben-
was like,
yeah.
well, now I've seen
Uh,
some shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Ben
But it
looked
wasn't
back,
a-
right, yeah.
Okay, well,
we didn't know what though at the beginning.
what
so,
is
like,
she's
no one could look in.
becoming?
Yeah.
Because this is all very accurate and stuff. I'm trying to think like what we knew about like time and shit in the 90s. Like what was the stuff? What did
Well,
we
this
do?
has time travel.
Did we have
so-
string theory in the 90s? Like what did we have?
I don't know.
Did we
Yeah.
have quantum mechanics?
Yes.
Yes.
What did we have?
But quantum, that's different, kind of.
Well,
But Gus is right. They have already
String the- and we had
introduced
string
time
theory.
travel.
okay, well I
Yeah,
wasn't
we know
sure.
there's time travel because two Jeffs.
I wasn't sure when we figured some of this stuff out. Okay. So then the conversation is revolving around some of this shit now. We're like thinking about the nature of time and crap.
Mhm.
Also, we have a wheel of time, so we know like something about time being a circle. Like wait, that's a thing.
Mhm.
That's part of the public consciousness.
Mhm.
So what if she's the first Vorlon? What if she's the
I
first
don't
Vorlon?
think we're just gonna look. Here's the thing.
That's the best theory we have right
It
now.
is really good, but I just don't think we're gonna kick Mira
we're
Furlan
gonna
out of the show. right
okay.
now.
Well, then come up with
Unless
another
we
theory. That's the
do.
best theory we
I
have.
don't have a better one.
Why did she need to look at
She's gonna
Kosh?
do a makeover.
If not to see what she was going to look
because
like.
Kosh needed to show her something. They didn't care what
If
she
not
looks
to-
like.
No, but like not to see the vision of what's to come.
Okay,
if
that
not
could
to
work.
understand why she must sacrifice herself in her current form right now.
But-
And she looks super jazzed about it.
What exactly did she say? I need to
Let's
know.
go back. Replay the tape.
Was it I need to know?
Can we replay the tapes?
No, because I'm worried that it's going to copyright strike the show again.
Can we watch it on our phone?
I'm sorry. This is something a technical issue we had off stream.
Yes.
We played the tapes. She said she looked really jazzed. And she was like, I'll see you again soon.
But not
But
as
not
I am.
as I am. but she was like, I need to see it.
Jeff was supposed to be.
And then he
she say
did the
Jeff?
thing that he normally does when he like shows someone his form.
No, it was different.
No, it like went down.
No, but last time the chest plate opened.
Oh.
This time the headpiece came up.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just show his face.
But his face was like down in there.
Well, maybe just show his other face.
Centauri got 6
Centauri's
dicks.
got 6
And
dicks.
Vorlon's got 2 faces.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
don't know.
God.
Yep.
Or maybe they redesigned the suit.
Yep.
We don't know. I'm just
What if
saying.
she's just
I'm
getting
just
a
saying.
makeover?
This is the best. This is the best.
Literally, it's just
This
a
is the best
makeover.
theory we have right now.
She's changing from their lipstick shade to a new lipstick shade.
Oh,
That's
that'd
how
be an
much
even
work it
sicker
requires.
transformation. Okay, so but that I thought that was not a bad theory.
It's a great theory.
It's an interesting
pretty
theory.
good.
I like it.
I think that's very
Everybody
possible.
kind of lit up in a way when I said it.
lit up like Kosh, the light
They all
coming
kind
out
of
of
looked.
Kosh.
They all kind of looked excited.
Should we do the
So
Brady Bunch
I'm
of
feeling
looking at
like
each
I'm
other
either
on
really
different-
right or really wrong. One of those two things is true, and there's no in between.
Well, something is
No,
going to
the
turn
thing-
into a Vorlon because Jason Ironheart did the fucking thing, and everybody they don't give a man the name Jason Ironheart if he doesn't fucking
Well,
matter.
okay, and they said that humanity is not ready for.
No species is ready for immortality.
Yeah, but apparently the Vorlons are.
Yeah, but they're from the future. I think.
Yes.
I think the
Yes.
Vorlons are from the
But,
future.
but see, which would make sense if Delenn was like their dead mother.
All of this is because one time Jen said Kosh is ahead of his time, and I latched onto that.
No, but I'm with you.
It was a joke about TikTok.
No, but I'm with you. They're from the future because why are
But I
they?
heard that.
Because why are they these like removed,
Aloof,
separate, like aloof ass motherfuckers? No, and they're deciding who's ready for immortality and who's not. No, they're from the future, and we have time travel because Jeff's been there with his little scar, and we have
Right.
Delenn. We have all this stuff. We've got weird timey-wimey shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. I think yes.
Does.
And
I think
this
I'm
is,
right.
Do you think
Your
what
Honor?
she needed to tell
I
Jeff?
present what, Ian?
Is this what you think she needed to tell Jeff? Why did she want him there?
Yeah, why did she want him there?
Was
he was supposed
You
to
need
get in?
two. No, because you need a man Vorlon and a woman Vorlon.
No,
Everyone
no,
knows
no,
to start
no.
a new
No,
species,
no,
you need
no.
a man and a woman.
I don't think we're doing the 90s Robert Jordan gender essentialism thing. I don't think we're doing that.
Well, maybe she was worried about it.
Why wasn't Shamai on there?
Also, it'd be kind of weird to evolve into a new species without your husband. That'd be a weird thing to do. If I were to evolve into a new species, I would make sure you evolve too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up Shalmaya. I was really
Yes.
missing her in those moments.
I love Shamai.
That's my feeling.
Too.
Is
Okay.
if I were to evolve into a new species, which we know Jeff doesn't.
But to Vorlons, I feel like Vorlons have evolved past the concept of biological sex.
yeah, but that would be an issue for your human husband. Like we would need to evolve past that together.
Yeah.
I just want
Do you know what I mean?
I did go
You'd
back
have to either both evolve past the need for biological sex together, or neither of you two.
Wait, what,
I
Jenny?
just feel like that otherwise makes the marriage awkward. What?
I did go back and find the line that she says to Kosh. Just open it up here. She says, "Kosh, I have great doubts. I must know if it's true. I must see it with my own eyes." And then
I have great doubts. I must know if it's true. I must see it with my own eyes.
Was very possible.
It's very cryptic.
I don't have any better theory.
That makes me want to punch somebody. That kind of a cryptic line.
Fucking Kosh, man.
There's not enough punching in this episode.
No, Jeff didn't get any punches. Not a
No.
single punch. He got to
No.
propose and then ask for coffee or propose coffee. He proposed. He was what he meant
But
to say
the-
was,
the
"You want to
proposal
get
was
coffee?"
punchy.
But he was thinking about marriage, and now he's
Okay.
engaged. He didn't want this.
No, see, and
We got to talk
We're-
about Scruffy Jeff and embarrassed Jeff
Yeah.
Right?
making a plate of cookies. Like, okay, actor question.
God, he's
Ask
so
writer's question. Actor question now.
okay.
Yeah.
We talked last time I was here. We talked about business in a scene, and it was my very unsubtle way of talking about Delenn with her Tinker toys,
Yes.
because she was there working with them, and it was like, "This is what you got to do."
Okay, now we're going to be
in
paying
your
extra
scene.
attention
She's
to
like,
what you're
"Okay,
referring
I'm
to.
putting this glass together.
Just
Why am
my
I
cookies.
doing it?"
Yeah.
And in this scene, he is proposing, and he goes to a kitchen island, and he has some cheap fucking what are they? They're not even biscotti. It was like those wheel things, like those straws
Yeah.
that like
I haven't thought of this.
put in a coffee.
Yeah.
This is what you're given to work with.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. I was thinking. Yes, I have a thought about this. This is called putting your psychology into your behavior, because he has this long fucking roundabout lead up to his proposal, where he needs to kind of meander and mull and ponder and think about it and not really want to say it because he's nervous she's going to say no and feel embarrassed and feel awkward. And as an actor, if you don't have anything to do, because I, as a human being, if I am approaching a conversation that I don't want to have or that I'm nervous about, I'm going to do anything else. And I'm going to do anything else while I'm doing it to try to downplay how significant the conversation is to me. And if I can find something to occupy myself as though that is my primary focus, I'm going to fucking do that as a regular human being. So then as an actor, when you need to recreate that or evoke that, the best thing you can have is something mundane and inane to preoccupy you with, or whatever it may be. I mean, in this case, it's the what he is doing is less important than the fact that he is focusing on that or pretending to focus on that over top of the thing he actually needs to talk about so that he can delay what he's talking about, is my read on it. Because I was like, what is he doing? What the fuck are you? What are you like very slowly making a plate of cookies? But I also would do that. I mean, it's like being at a dinner and all of a sudden your dad starts talking really, really weird politics with people, with the guests. And
which your dad would never do.
My dad would never do. I'm talking about somebody else.
Any of us, no.
And
no, his dad actually never would.
Yeah, my dad actually never. And instead of getting involved, I remember this having happened to me with somebody else. I got really, really invested in the text on my beer bottle, and I simply stopped paying any attention to anything else unless somebody asked me a direct question.
I 100% remember when
you remember
this
conversation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a relative of mine,
it was
actually.
a relative of mine. I was trying to spare you from that, but there you go.
I'm not shy.
I've been in the exact same situation. We have
and you're just like
shared experiences there.
Something else to focus on and seem as though I'm not here. Different motivation for the action, but it's still going to be, how do I disconnect? How do I do this thing that has very, very high stakes for me?
But Gus, may I?
Yeah.
May I say one thing? Last time Ian asked a question like this.
I don't think the cookie.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. He had very specific wording just now. He was like, he went to the kitchen island and he played with these wheel-looking things. Now, last time he wanted
Cautious before his time, and there you go ahead.
Now, when Delenn is gone, Jeff somehow is on an island on his own. And what is time if not a circle or a wheel?
I feel like we need to call Ian the Wheel of Time. I think we need to call Ian Ambassador Ian, and he's like Posh when Posh was fucking with Talia, and he was like, let the music play over you or whatever.
Yeah.
I have some scampering questions for the actors in the room.
Excellent. Yes.
How does one scamper effectively? Now, here's the thing. At some point, Jeff is going to be transported to an island, right?
Okay.
Probably
Obviously.
on the day of his wedding.
Did you want the music? I just figured you wanted the music.
Eventually, he's going to come across a wheel that he must turn, symbolizing the very nature of time. At that moment, Delenn will awaken from her cocoon, and he will be transported back to his wedding just in time for her to break into the way. Wait, first, actually, when she awakens, it'll be like the eyes. Okay, we'll just get a close up. That's definitely going to happen. We're going to get a close up on those eyes in the thing, and it's going to, and there may be going to be like a crazy color or something, or there's going to be like a lot of light or something crazy is going to happen. Then, okay, Jeff's about to say, "I do." Delenn pops in and is like, you can't marry her. Like, it's going to be like, no, Garibaldi is going to be the guy who's like marrying them because
Garibaldi's in a goddamn coma. We haven't even talked about that.
Okay, he's going to be awake. Don't worry about it. Okay.
I need to put. I had
Dr.
food delivered.
Steve,
It's
who
getting cold
shouldn't-
outside. I need to
Go
put in
get
the
your
fridge.
food.
Go. I'll
You do
finish.
this.
Dr. Steve,
Yeah.
who shouldn't have a medical license,
We're
but
gonna talk for a
erroneously
minute.
does
I'll be
have a
right back.
medical license, is going to save Garibaldi, obviously, in time for Jeff's wedding so that he can marry Jeff and what's her face? Kath.
Okay.
Okay. He's going to say, does anyone have any objections? Because the 90s loved this shit.
They
right?
loved it. Yeah,
They
it's true.
loved an interrupted wedding. Loved that shit. And I'm like, why do people continue to put that question in there? Just take it out and nobody has a runway.
You don't have it.
So-
Yeah, you don't need to have it there.
Just take it out. No one has a runway. We told them specifically not to do that at our wedding because I was like, I don't trust my family to not make a joke out of that. So she busts in and is like, he can't get married. He's already married to me. And she's like a light being.
Oh,
Okay. She's what the original Vorlon.
Mm.
OG Vorlon. Mic drop. And then
Okay.
Jeff's like, okay, but how are we going to have like conjugal relations? And that's going to be a question that's going to be answered on a very special episode of Babylon 5. Now, that's Ian's just giving me all of that. Ian, you fool.
Again, I can't sanctify your assumptions
Mhm.
and accusations you're leveling at future possible plot lines. But what I will say is the station does spin.
Mm.
They say that specifically.
Yes.
They specifically say it never stops spinning. It goes all the way to the top. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. It's what they specifically say. It never stops. My eyes are starting to get insane. Hold on.
I'm going to have to switch to
I have
powdered
now
pepper
stopped
and
working in
headset.
12 hours. Now, this is very important. I had a 20-minute break when you guys were on and Gus came in and was like, they're done now. And I was like, already? Like, I have been working all day. So wait. Gus, Ian brought up an important point. The station never stopped spinning. How does that factor into the equation?
What?
Now,
The wheel and all of that.
if we think about inertia, an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by a force. A force like a chrysalis. Now
Chrysalis is
listen.
not a force.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Maybe Kosh is the brain suck monster.
A different like Garibaldi in a coma.
Oh my
I already
god, he
talked
got
about
shot.
that.
No, we didn't. He
I
got
did.
shot.
Dr. Steve will save him.
Okay.
Let's
okay,
be
but
fucking
again,
for real.
50
Again,
chance.
He
Oh, please. A
JMS got
50-50 chance
hold
in
on.
TV is
Wait.
99.1%.
There you go. JMS did say everybody has a trapdoor,
Mhm.
and there is room for if Garibaldi fucking dies. I bet they promote shit, fuck, piece of shit, racist ass guy.
No, JMS loves Garibaldi. Garibaldi is the JMS stand-in
Garibaldi
character.
is one of the more expendable characters right now.
No,
How dare you?
not from a.
I love him.
I know a writer
Okay,
that
wait,
loves the character.
Wait. I'm sorry. Chad is gonna fucking flame out over that right now in season
Right,
1.
yeah.
I'm telling Chat in season 1.
Attack
as it
him,
stands
Chat. Attack.
right now because I said something about how Veer was a clown, and they were like, "Look at this fucking idiot, doesn't like Veer or whatever." So I do like Veer.
Attack him, Chad.
I'm just saying right now.
Go for him.
in
Go
season 1.
Draw blood. Draw my husband's blood.
Gus, everyone who writes Garibaldi and Mythics are just ripping their hair out, screaming at you right now.
They're gonna say Garibaldi will be around long after Gus is in the dustbin.
God. Oh my god.
Such an aggressive comment that we received. Anyway, so
What is the dog doing? Falling off.
he
the couch?
wants to be close to me.
He's a
He loves
maniac.
me. Don't be jealous.
Garibaldi in a coma, very sad. Maybe Lise will actually give a shit about him. Unlikely. I'm actually appalled that Garibaldi got shot. That was horrible.
That was horrible. We both screamed. We both
upset.
yelled much.
I was like,
That was
Garibaldi,
very
turn
upsetting.
around. Turn around. Then all of a sudden they did the slow motion. Slow motion. I was gonna call it something that I realized I shouldn't. Slow
it.
motion shot in the back. No.
Oh, was it bad?
I almost said a dirty thing by accident. but
Oh.
elect not
Okay. Okay.
to. You forget everything I've ever said.
What would that be?
Well, I almost slipped and called it a slow motion back shot, and that's not what it is. It was a shot in the back that was in slow motion.
Okay.
All right. We were all trying to figure it out, so I'm really glad you told us because we were all going to
it. So,
going.
yeah. So we got it there.
I was formulating the sentence, and I was halfway through it. And I went, "Oh no, 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 no!"
Don't play the pipe.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Petey's getting up. Petey's done with us. Pete, look at his tail.
I know. I can see his tail in frame. It's
Okay,
it's like a
Petey.
tentacle from that other episode.
Petey is very concerned about us. And
Stop working in 12 hours.
Garibaldi slow motion back shots. Okay, Garibaldi, yes, got shot. Really upsetting. Really terrible. Definitely not his fault. I mean, you got to trust your team. I get it.
Oh my god, that was
yeah.
so funny.
But
Yes.
very bad.
But I'm just like, that guy was the most obvious looking
my
villain
God.
I've ever
He
seen.
really was.
Part of the cheekbone.
But he's been in
brigade.
several episodes, right?
Yeah, he's been in like,
They've had
this
him.
is the third episode.
He's been here the whole time,
Yep. Speaking of someone who's been
along
in
with the
several
cones.
Yes. But speaking of someone who's been in several episodes, I just want to highlight her because I just think it's kind of cool that even somebody who's playing like a background character, the reporter,
Yeah.
yeah, she's been in 3 episodes so far. She was literally in the first
Good
episode.
for her.
Yeah, and
Yes.
she's just a reporter on TV, and she's I guess a regular anchor on was it
Interstellar News Network.
Thank you,
ISNN.
Interstellar News. Yeah, ISN.
Here's the bummer
So-
thing, though, about playing her role is that she doesn't get to interact with any of the other cast.
Oh, whatever.
Like,
It's
not
still
a single
fun.
It's still cool, but she basically gets to come in on like a day where they're not doing anything else and read
Mhm.
like the lines that they give her and then go home of the
Yeah.
teleprompter probably and then go
yeah.
home.
You're shattering
Like-
so many illusions. You don't think she was on a little news set and they were piping that live onto the TV and she was like, "What do you think? JMS, how'd I do?"
Just being an actor can be really cool, and then sometimes it's like,
Yeah, I can see that.
there are moments that are
It's
not
like
as cool.
No, it's like voiceover. You do voiceover. Most of the time you do voiceover, you're alone in a booth reading your lines without knowing anything else.
Yeah, and you're just acting with your head.
It's great.
because you can't move around
It's
too much.
so much fun.
or you might make noise.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Or if your
And then-
stomach gurgles.
Oh,
Yeah.
You want to hear
Another
a wild
actor
story?
who has been in several episodes that you have asked many, many questions about, I will just
Bridge
answer
lady.
for you.
Bridge lady.
yeah.
Bridge lady.
She has no name. She is technician
Oh.
number 1. I'm going to spoil something for you. Just 'cause it's not that she has been in 20 episodes. She's literally been in
fuck?
almost every single episode of this season.
What the fuck? And she doesn't have a name?
No, and she does not
Janice, that's
return.
not good of you.
She does not return because she
No!
like, her and her husband decided like they had life plans, and it was
Okay.
like it's not like a this I don't think she has acting roles even after this. I think she just that was the end.
She
of
quit
her.
the. You
Her
know what?
husband decided with her.
No, it says like what does he say in there?
He
I'm
says,
just gonna find
Marianne Robertson has decided that she would like to travel next year with her husband, Dick Robertson, and has some other personal plans in mind, and thus won't be back next season.
I
That's,
liked her.
Yep. And
Yeah.
it,
Oh, hold
it
on,
says
we're not centered.
she was Swedish, not Russian, because apparently
Yeah.
someone said that Russian lady in the background or something.
Whoa. There's
She
only
was
one
cool,
Russian,
man.
and her name is Ivanova.
Ivanova.
I
Yes.
liked her a lot. She was a fun little background. I thought if
20
anybody was going to be the.
episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
20.
much.
Why would
did
anyone
not-
even think that she was Russian? Why did
She
they
has
say
an
it?
I
accent.
don't know. I don't
She
know.
has
Did
an
she?
accent when she speaks. A
She
little bit.
does?
Yeah.
Not much.
I have
like,
never noticed.
Yeah.
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 That's how seamless it was. Marianne,
Yes.
excellently done.
Mhm.
But okay, what?
I'm still laughing in slow motion back. I'm sorry.
What a load of horse hooey.
What a load of horse. Get a load of this guy, Jeff. This guy stinks.
Loaded back shot the
This one's getting flagged. All right.
Oh man.
Um,
Holy fuck. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm crying. Oh man.
I think there's like maybe one other thing we want to share.
Is there?
Well, what did we talked about? The shadows. We talked about Delenn.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we should.
Are you sure about that, Jen?
Yeah. No, we can. We can. All right. Yes, because I'm gonna give you some since this is the season finale, and it wouldn't have been the season finale if you were watching it in real time because it would have been right before season 2 started. But anyway, I'm gonna give you guys some small piece of closure.
That Delenn is a Vorlon?
What?
That
How did you know
Delenn
what
is
I
a
was going to
Vorlon?
say? How did you totally know what I was going to say? Oh my god, there's so much on this one, Jenny. I'm like
I
trying to
know,
find it again.
obviously.
If I'm right about that, I'm going to dunk on everyone.
What's happening?
I'm just going to go dunk.
Someone was asking about the shooting of Garibaldi, and was this something you just decided at the last minute or came up with? And he says, no, the shooting of Garibaldi was always a very strong part of the story for the end of the first season. That line goes all the way back to the pilot and Laurel Takashima. That's the face I wanted. That's the face I wanted. Okay.
Yep.
He says, no, after after the thread with Laurel was revealed, lots of people assumed that thread had been passed along to Ivanova. What thread? Wait, what thread?
I think maybe somebody leaked something because
somebody leaked something. Yeah, there was something about like that she wasn't to be trusted, like based on the first episode or something.
Hold on.
Yes, they're actually. Are you okay? Did you? Oh, you.
She broke her microphone. Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
I got too excited about Takashima.
Yes,
and I literally just broke my microphone. Hold on.
Well, I mentioned this. You wouldn't have heard this because it was in the Grey Council, but I did mention it. I don't know how anybody would have known or been able to see this when the show aired, but there are actually clues in the pilot that in the set that Laurel is not trustworthy. I don't know if Ali and
Takashima?
Yes.
Takashima?
Yes.
Is a spacist?
Not a spacist necessarily, but she was. I can't remember what it is. I have to go back and look it up. But there are things in the set that indicate that she was like her code was used as part of like opening the door to get to the Vorlon. So like it might not have been leaked. Somebody might have been able to see that, but I don't know how you would have because it's the 90s. Who's pausing it and seeing that it's Takashima's code? But it was.
What the fuck?
Gus would do that.
I would do that. This is why I pause on all the text.
Would you be able to see it? Yeah.
No, but I would now.
Yeah.
But
somebody might have. And this is the kind of fandom that would have found a way to find that and get it out there.
Gus, this was pre you pausing stuff.
God, so it says after the thread with Laurel was revealed, lots of people assumed that thread had been passed along to Ivanova. It had never, in fact, been intended for her. But when it was broached, I simply didn't reply on the theory that if I said it wasn't her, I'd narrow it down to who it was. So, like, people were like, "Oh my God, is Ivanova going to go bad?" Like, people who had that thread about Laurel kept thinking this was going to happen all season and that she was going to be the one to shoot Garibaldi. So he says, I liked Laurel. He said, or people say, I liked Laurel, but I liked Laurel. And he says, well, yes, that's rather the point. Tragedy is only tragedy if it happens to someone you care about and like. But anyway, so I just wanted to give you guys some little bit of season 1 closure on
That's
Takashima.
fucking insane.
That's wild.
That is insane. Yeah. That is so cool.
Right. Right. So it would have been her. It would have been her shooting Garibaldi if she were still there.
That would have been so cool.
That would have been so cool.
Well, it was even shot that way. I have to say, like the way it was shot with him facing the guys, and then we heard the shot happen, and then he falls out of frame, and we're assuming it's the guy who shot him because we knew he was behind him, and they called ahead to say, hey, he's coming. But at the same time, can you fucking imagine if that
fucking
reveal
Takashima
had been Takashima? If he had fallen and it wasn't the guy we expected.
Yeah, like
it's honestly such a bummer that it wasn't.
We loved, but like imagine it had been Ivanova, like because that would have been who Takashima was in our mind, like Ivanova that we've now seen for an entire.
Which
year.
Like I'm happy we have Ivanova. I just wish there was a world in which we could have had them both.
Oh yeah, had them both, right?
And then like she betrayed him like that. That would have been crazy. Or like Kath.
Yeah, somebody that we've known for a while.
That would have been crazy.
See, now, okay, that's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. That's just so cool. listen, because again, the thing that I said season 1 pilot day 1 of the thing was I'm pretty sure a major cast member had to leave after season 1.
Right.
It's one of the only things I knew about the show going in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so scared because it could be anybody.
Well, right now it could be Garibaldi.
Garibaldi would be a very easy write-off. But again, if it was planned from the beginning,
or Delenn if they need to
not.
recast,
Could be Delenn getting recast. Could also be somebody completely
now
unexpected
she's in a cocoon
who just had life things happen and had to go away, because that also happens. Like with Marianne It was Marianne Robertson.
It was the tech. Yeah, it was. She's been in 20
Oh,
episodes.
she's the recast.
She's
been in more episodes than Londo.
Than Londo, and certainly than
she
Jakar.
literally has. She's been in more episodes than most.
Oh,
of the
it could
main
be
cast.
Jakar, I guess, because he just said he's gonna like go away for a while.
That's true.
It could be Jakar, but yeah.
And then he comes back and she's like, "Why do you have a different face?" And he's like, "What do you mean?"
There's outs for a lot of people.
Linear,
but I also feel like it's
weirdly neither of you have mentioned Londo.
If it's Londo, I'm fucking giving up on this.
It better not. Yeah, it better not be Londo.
Okay.
Better not. I'd be like, undo it.
Because I was like, in the order of people who it would be hardest, I feel, for the plot to adjust around.
Okay, yeah. Let's go on this list. Okay.
Number 1, not close. Jeff.
Which is why it's gonna be Jeff, because that's how the entertainment industry works.
Number 1, worst possible departure, in my opinion, Jeff.
Okay.
Londo is a close second.
Okay.
Delenn was a close third, but now if she's chrysalising, they could just replace Mira Vorlon with somebody else, theoretically. Then there, weirdly,
in her Vorlon form.
Weirdly, Talia after that?
I love Talia.
Because there's a bunch of stuff that's been set up with Talia that hasn't been taken care of yet. That feels she's telekinetic, and we haven't talked about that. She's got all these traumas and stuff. We haven't talked about that. So I feel like
she's got an interesting relationship with Ivanova.
So there's a lot of stuff going on there where I feel like there's plot relevant things happening that I know about that are explicit. But again, I want to be very clear when I'm saying this. I'm not saying this is an order of importance. I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm saying in terms of things that have already been...
Attack him in the comments.
In terms of things that have already been established. You know, like if Natoth gets a massive plot line in season 3, I can't know about that yet.
Right.
So, you know.
Yes, please let us go on the journey.
love you so much.
I love Natoth.
Then it's kind of like there's a bar in the middle, which is like Jakar and...
What about Garibaldi? You haven't mentioned
Garibaldi is there. And who am I forgetting? Dr. Steve is like a rung below that.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, love them although I do, are Natothvir and
how dare you?
Linear.
How dare you?
Because they're not... I adore them, but they haven't done anything that is critical to them as people being.
But I don't think they're big enough to warrant being like told that a major cast member leaves. So I don't think it's any of them.
Because Kodath left after one episode and nobody cared.
Right.
So
I just want to tell you
Kodath.
just hilariously panels again. You can't watch them, but panels of like all the actors. 10 years later or whatever. One from like 2015. And I was looking at the panel and being like, oh, I love all these people. Who is that gorgeous woman? Like, there's just a stunning, absolutely I like pretty ladies. Like, just, I was distracted by who this pretty lady was. I know. I couldn't figure out who she was. And it was Natoth. But out of makeup, I did not recognize her at all.
That's really
funny. I love that for her.
Yeah. Yes. I just looked at her on IMDb tonight too, and I like had that same experience. Because
holy fuck, she's stunning.
Yeah.
Did I? And in the not relevant tier is Kosh, because it's impossible to have to get rid of Kosh,
right?
Because Kosh doesn't. He has a voice actor, but he could just go, I got a new translator unit, and I sound like this now. It doesn't matter.
He's
so he doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, it's not in terms of this is not the order of people I like or like I think this character sucks. I'm saying in terms of who so far seems to me to be the most directly like pulling them out of the plot would really, really change stuff right now.
Yeah.
That is it's good a place to end unless anybody has anything else. Like Ian, Jen, there's a lot in this episode.
Holy
I know,
fuck.
right?
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
Yeah, she's stunning. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't. I know. If you're Charlie, I'm sorry if you're listening and not watching. You can't
Just
see
look
her.
her up,
Damn.
Charlie.
Look her up.
But like, it was so.
It's worth it, Charlie.
Everybody else on the panel, I was like, "Oh, look, I know this person, this person, this person. Who are you? What?"
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
yeah. Just so.
That's the suit actor in the new Alien show. I don't know if anyone's seen him yet.
Oh, is he just extremely handsome?
Yeah, just outside of the costume in Alien Earth, the guy inside the alien costume, you're like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actors in LA, you know?
Right.
Yep.
Even the ones hiding their faces are cute.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Season 1,
Season 1
Complete.
is done.
Complete.
phenomenal.
Final
Loved it.
question for you.
Yes.
Just at least that I have. Again, leaving this open for Ian and Jen, but we did on my birthday stream. We rated the episodes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've had 2 more since then. We've had Quality of Mercy and this one. Where would you put them? Like S, A, we just, S tier, A,
S tier.
B, C.
Quality of Mercy is A tier,
Okay.
and this is S tier,
S.
but below,
Sounds
above the
important.
Jeff episode, just
Above
above
the
the
Jeff
Jeff episode.
Okay.
Wait, what happened in Quality of Mercy?
That was the first
was the-
episode
it
we
was the-
watched
it was
today.
It was the 6 dicks.
I know.
Six dicks,
of
and
course.
Tentadicks, and
Londo's
I've been
Uh,
working for 12 hours now.
Lanier
Stealth,
got in a bar
Lanier,
fight,
Ninja, and
and
Machine.
also the
Yes,
other
yes,
plot.
yes, 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 yes. I got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with those rankings.
okay.
Yeah, they were both very good.
Both excellent.
I mean, listen,
Excellent night of TV.
Babylon 5 season 1 is like, down here is TKO, and then there's basically everything else.
Right. Okay.
Infection
curious
and
what you
Grail are a little bit down there too.
How do you take Grail out
I
of your
will
mouth?
Never. I will not.
Take Grail
Grail
out of
is a
your
perfectly
mouth.
fine episode of Star Trek: The Original Series.
I could tell you everything that happens in that episode, and that should tell you something. So,
The Quality of Mercy is a good episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay.
Sure.
all right.
That's
I
my
like
feeling on it.
That's a good way to put it, actually, for me. That
Yeah,
word-
you know what I
that really
mean.
works.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good episode of Next Gen.
Any other
Anyway, I like
questions
this
or
show.
thoughts from the other great
I just wanted
council members?
to share about Takashima. I was so excited.
Yeah.
That's so
so
cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sad that didn't get to happen.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh well.
But that is really cool.
Another thing where I was like, we lost Takashima. I guess it's all the same because we got Ivanova. I
No.
never would have known.
No.
I never would have
Nope.
known.
I have always felt her absence. Every episode I felt her absence. How dare you?
Hmm.
How dare
And when
you,
I complain
sir?
about Lita being
Who?
gone, when I
Irrelevant.
mention Lita, you're like, who gives a fuck? We have Talia.
Well, now you see that there was a big difference between Ivanova and Takashima.
Yeah. Yeah, really big.
Okay.
Huge, massive.
All right. And on that note, unless my fellow great council members have anything to say,
Zocalo your ways right
Have
your way right
fun.
It's been lovely.
See you in the meme review and then season 2.
bye.
Ah, my friends! You have reached the most dangerous part of our journey, the Grey Council. Here we speak of things that must not be spoken. Secrets, betrayals, spoilers. If you are not ready, turn back now. But if you dare to proceed, I promise you it will be magnificent. Oh, Mr. Garibaldi!
Yes, their predictions are fun. Are fun.
Oh my god! Again, reboot. The idea of Delenn walking into the middle of a wedding
Yeah.
as like an energy being.
Right?
What I will say is, Sensei, if you've not seen it, you should watch it, and Allie especially.
Yeah. I have.
Like-
that is a JMS show that I didn't know was a JMS show that has just been on my list of shows to watch for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, in a weird way, she almost she almost predicted a scene in that show.
Oh, that's
Okay.
funny.
That's wild. I'm just
Wow.
thinking about it.
funny.
Wow.
That's great. That's
Oh,
great. I think she's got a pretty good
Wow.
pulse on JMS.
yeah, yeah.
You know, yeah.
So I was taking notes while they were talking. I only have like 5 things, but I just thought it was, no, 4. Sorry, one of them was me just writing down the quote from Delenn. But one I thought was cool was when we walked in on Gus or on Kosh from behind. Did you hear what Gus said? Looks like
Remind
angel's
me.
wings.
Yes, he
Oh yes.
did.
He did. He said
Oh
it
my
looks like
God, I
angel's
know.
wings. And then we hear the angel's wings later, but they didn't click on it because the subtitles just said thundering, which
Right.
Yeah, it was
good.
strange.
Yeah.
Right. It was a
Yeah.
very I was like, why is it saying it was a very
I don't
strange.
know what else it would say though. Like how
Yeah.
else would you do? Like, because if he said wings flapping, that would be like you're giving away something. So
Right.
I'm glad
Right.
he
Yeah.
said thundering. Like I don't know what else we're saying at
Well,
that
that's the
point,
question too of like, those obviously are the captions that we're reading or that when we're watching are not
Mhm.
from the script. Like they're lines that are fully
Yes.
not accurate, or they are from a script, and then maybe these are places where the actors actually went off. But
No, I don't think that because I
don't know.
think there's a different there's subtitles and then
And
there's
captions.
captions.
Yeah,
I have a feeling these are subtitles, which subtitles are not always going to be direct.
exactly.
Captions have to be exactly, but
Yeah.
subtitles are like they're meant to convey the meaning. Which,
Yeah.
And people like we did talked about it before, and a bunch of people in the comments mentioned it, and it is true. They have to fit at the bottom of the screen, and sometimes people are talking really fast, and you can't. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So I just thought that was cool that he was like, yeah, they look like angels' wings. Like, yeah, they do.
And
He's also got stained glass on the front, like of his.
That looks like a
he's
church.
meant to look religious.
Yeah,
Like he's meant to look like a religious thing.
Yeah. Gus is so on it sometimes to an I mean, Allie is too. They both are. But every once in a while, Gus says something that if I didn't know better, and I'm telling all of our viewers and listeners, you should know better. Because, I mean, Gus takes it so seriously. Like all the years he did this with Allie when Allie hadn't read anything and keeping spoilers out of everybody's things. That he never IMDb's anything. But sometimes he says things and I'm just like, you cheater. You know.
Like what was it? What was it from this one?
I'm trying to remember what it was that, I mean, just like the Angel's Wings thing. Like they're just like, sometimes they're little tiny things that he says. Like really off the cuff. And I'm trying to, I didn't write it down because I don't remember what it was. It wasn't something in the prediction. It's just a random thing that he said during the watch. And I don't know. He's always like, there's almost one per episode and it makes me.
Yeah. I actually agree. There was one though, like Allie said this time that I went, okay, except she was saying it about the wrong thing. Like she was talking about how it's making humans hate each other and sowing maximum chaos. And I was like, that's literally exactly what the shadows do, except just with everybody else. Like they are involved with the humans, but
Through
not
Psychor.
through Psychor, but not to like that degree. They're not involved with the humans really with the spacism so much. I mean, they work with Clark, but I don't think they're on Earth being like, hey, we hate aliens. Whereas they are out among the aliens being, we want you all to hate each other because we want maximum chaos. Like that's literally what they want.
Yep.
There was 2 things on the subject of shadows and humans still. Last episode we were talking about like the time travel-y version of this and all that kind of stuff. And there is a great version of this where the Psychor is what becomes the shadows and the humans are what becomes the Vorlons. Just hanging out. Like I'd run with that. I think, I mean, we talked about if George R. R. Martin watched this. There's something... it's a whole debacle with Game of Thrones and what happened with it, and he had that interview where he was like, if you figure out that it's the maid who did it or the butler who did it, you don't then or if the audience figures that out, then as the showrunner, writer, creative, whatever, you don't change halfway through because someone figured it out and come up with a nonsense answer. And I think Allie and Gus are picking up what he's putting down, and then you saw how happy Gus was when Babylon 4 showed up. That's part of the fun of storytelling is, like you sometimes do pick up what's happening, and then you're rewarded for that.
Well, we've talked about that, Ian, in writing for preschool too. Like, we'll have executives who will just say, like, make sure you're not making anything too clever, or, you want to make sure that that there's the opportunity. You want the kids to know what's coming, but I often push back a little bit on that because I'm like, you want them to be right, and you want to give them feed them enough clues. But if you tell them everything, then they don't have that satisfying moment of like, I figured it out. And that's what is so wonderful. Exactly. Like, they're definitely putting stuff down. Speaking of authors and creators doing that, Ian, as you know, Jenny and I are big Wheel of Time fans. And there's a theory, spoilers if you haven't read the books yet. There's a theory in the Wheel of Time books that a particular character is going to show up as a particular other character. Like that you'll find out that was that guy masquerading as this other guy. And the entire fandom back on forums, just like this JMS stuff, like the entire fandom was like, we've all figured it out. This is where it's going. And Robert Jordan, who wrote the books, at one point was like, that's absolutely not right. And that's not true. And he's not. And then he made it not that way in the books. And we all are quite certain that he retconned it because
it's actually been revealed in his notes that at one point it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing we all thought. So anyway, I'm always like, it's kind of what we were talking about before of like, I want to come up with the idea first. I want to, if I'm writing something, I don't want someone to suggest something that I'm like minuscule inches away from and would have gotten to on my own. I really want to have that discovery of like, no, I know I thought of that too. Or I that's where I was going with it. But you also like, if you've been laying it down, you can't rip it up. You can't like take that away from the audience who figured it out.
Don't rip up that pipe. No,
don't rip up the pipe.
Don't rip up the pipe ever.
I knew you were gonna. I knew I was going down the.
You laid
too close.
that pipe. I had to. Like, come on.
I flew too close to the sun. Yeah.
Oh man, what an episode.
So good.
Something I really appreciate about it is that it kind of was a best of in a weird way. Like we get like a reset on Londo and Jakar right at the beginning. They are like in full clown mode with capes even. Jakar, and this is where like this was one that was filmed mid-season, right?
Yes, it was literally it was filmed the 12th. It was the production number 12 because they had so much post-production to do. There was a lot of it was actually filmed before Signs Importance. So JMS says in the notes, he doesn't usually like to tell actors what's coming. Like he wants them to be acting in the moment, but he had to because he had to explain to them, like they're filming this production number 12, explain to them what's happened so that when they're filming the rest of the episodes that they're filming later, like it's a weird form of time travel, like this.
So Morden shot these scenes before he shot the scenes in Signs Importance.
Yep.
Which is maybe why he looks scruffier. They hadn't quite figured out yet.
It tracks for me too. He is a little lighter in this.
Yeah.
Like, which is fine because they're still trying to like confuse us about what he's doing, but he's a little lighter in this. Like he was more grounded, I think, in Signs Importance. That's really interesting.
Sorry, I'll read what he wrote just because I found it here.
Yeah.
It says, we filmed Chrysalis 12th in shooting order to air 22nd. Part of the setup to Chrysalis is Signs Importance, which shot 4 episodes later, meaning the actors had to act familiar with episodes they hadn't performed yet and hadn't yet seen in script form. So in that case, I had to sit down and explain what the various aspects of Chrysalis meant and where we were going for it all to play. So later when Signs was published in-house, they got to see more in detail how the setup fit in with itself. If asked, I would probably try to refrain from telling of the actors the full story. Let me rephrase, I simply wouldn't do it. If they would ask where their individual character is going, and some have, what I do is give them the general arc, but leave out a lot of specifics.
But that goes back to what I said about Paul Wesley last week, I think, from Star Trek when he was,
it's none of our business. Yeah.
It's none of our business. It's none of our business as the actors to know. I mean, obviously you have to know certain things, especially if it's actually already happened to your character. Obviously you have to know it, but
Because definitely we're back in like prissy mode Jakar for a large part of the like he is full of like pomp, but also like some swagger. But I don't think we've actually seen in him as a character in a while in the season. But then he goes straight into like delicate Jakar.
Yeah. So speaking of
eye acting.
Yeah. It comes like it's a joke in the scene that he's got the 3 women coming out, obviously. But I find like maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but we just had an episode where it's revealed that, and again, it's a joke, but I feel like I could see some stuff that JMS was putting there really subtly. We just found out that the Centauri have 6 dicks. They are like, they look like us, but they are not like us. Not even a little bit. Like, we do not fit with them at all. We look like that. Whereas the Narn do not look like us, but apparently we do fit. Like, there's something there where it's like, they don't look like us, but we have something in common. We actually are more similar with the Narn than we are with the Centauri.
Yeah. And that goes, again, this is what I was talking about, I think, last episode, where both G'Kar and Londo, as different as they are both sort of like taking in the pleasures of the station.
Yes.
Like they're thinking more of the flesh at this point in time. And they both become such different characters, but still follow like the same. I'm really loving them together on Centauri.
Oh yeah, you're in season 5. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I think the last episode I just watched was where Londo is telling the Viceroy, like, oh, if you're going to throw G'Kar in jail, you're going to have to throw me in too. And then you smash cut. And some okay, so a bad smash cut in this is like, who is he going to kill? And then you smash cut to the president, Air Force, Space Force One or whatever. And it's like, was it a commercial break? Were we not supposed to have a direct cut to that?
That was pretty easily to predict. But the Viceroy showed up in this episode. Like, you saw that the Viceroy's in the last episode.
In the last one,
I love him. I think this is his first canonical appearance too, or his first in show. It's hard for me.
He has such a tragic story. Like, my heart breaks for him.
I used to say pastels.
Exactly. He's just a nice guy who wanted to decorate. Like, he did nothing wrong. Like, nothing. He just got completely fucked. Like, what the fuck?
That fantastic cut to Londo just alone sitting in the maze. A little on the nose, but I'll take sitting in a maze. That's fine. It's a pretty shot, and they're stretching their arms, making this episode look good. But yeah, it was something like, and we'll get the people who are responsible for this, and they'll be judged. Smash cut to sad Londo sitting alone in that little hedge maze.
Yep.
It's good television. This director.
She's great. Yeah. She's fantastic.
She's good. She is good. I want to go back to talking about what you were talking about, Jenn, with Takashima's story. This is me trying to predict things, because Takashima was also supposed to have Talia's story, where she has a fake personality put in her. So I wonder if that had been her storyline, if it would have been like she shoots Garibaldi, because the dude, I forget his name, the dude that they catch here, he gets exposed. Like, I think by episode 2 or 3, and like it's not like it's not an extended storyline. But I wonder if Takashima would have stayed hidden for a long time. Like,
interesting.
Because then her,
Well, it was funny because we were talking about Gus was trying to figure out other places that we've seen it, and I went straight to Babylon 5. No, I'm sorry, I keep doing that every time. I went straight to Battlestar Galactica, and I went straight to Grace Park as Boomer. Which is revealed, but it's revealed quite early to the audience that she's a sleeper agent. And it's not revealed to her for a long time. Right?
I think that would have been what happened with Takashima too. Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, so that's 2003. That's 9 years after Babylon 5. And guaranteed, obviously, Ron Moore was also like in this world of these people at this time. And so, I'm like, it's just so interesting how many things that we see in the beloved series that we love, from Star Trek to Babylon 5 to Battlestar, that there are themes and things that keep coming up. And I'm like, okay, so how was Ron Moore? Like, now I'm like, was Ron Moore a frustrated writer who didn't get a chance to write on Babylon 5? And so then he was like, I'm going to write the Takashima story that didn't happen. I don't know. I was like, it was interesting because the casting of a young Asian woman in a strong military role character. It was just, I was like, it just feels like they're, that story still needed to be told.
Well, there's something so frightening about losing volition and then still being blamed You know, if they had kept Talia around, I really wish they had. It would have been
It would have been
interesting
so
to.
cool. Yeah.
I know.
I love the Lita story we get. Like, it's not a diss on Lita at all, but I feel
No.
like the Talia story had potential, and it just feels like it gets cut off at the knees. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
she's bad. And I'm not even just talking about the gay girl kissing. Like, it's the idea of being forced to betray your friends. That is horrifying. That's a horrifying thing to do. The gay girl kissing, though, I also like.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted more for Ivanova. I what's his name? Who eventually comes in? He's fine,
Marcus.
but Marcus, yeah.
Oh, you're good.
He's fine.
Yo, Bethamel gonna be he's her husband. She loves him. She's gonna be mad at you.
It's all right. It's all right. I can understand the appeal. I just I would have liked to have seen like, and this is maybe my like OCD kicking or something. I just wish like Ivanova's arc was an arc of like Psy-Corp.
That
You
would
know,
have been
like from beginning to end. Like
Yeah.
just like how did we introduce her? She goes through an arc with Talia, like, and then like yada yada.
She
And I feel just like
apparently she was going to have the telepath storyline in season 5 if she had stuck around. I because of how much I'm not a fan of that story, but it might have been different if it was her. Like, it might have been, because it was like somebody who, Lita having that interaction with the telepaths is different because Lita is she's a telepath. Like, whereas Ivanova has hated that part of herself for her entire, like, it would have been a different story. So maybe it would have been.
And they dropped some of those pieces in. They have been.
the dreams.
I can only say laying the pipe. It's the only thing that's going to come out from now on for the rest
Laying
of
the
the thing.
ground is what you want to say.
Yes, it is.
I think it's spreading the tentasticles.
That's definitely what it is.
Yeah. Stretching.
Yeah.
Stretching the testicles.
Yes.
Anyway, but they did, like, they've given us the, like, how is it that she knew she was being scanned and like they've been giving us that.
What do I think both of you know more of the behind the scenes than I do, so if this is like season finale, there's already been discussion about like what would have happened with Jeff's actor and stuff like that, but like before we hopped into season 2, what was the like grand plan ish,
Like
before we had to change out actors
left.
and everything? Yeah.
There are, like, you can actually, I will plug, there's, I think, 2 other podcasts that have gotten access to, but not got, like, JMS sold script books back in the day, and at a certain point, one of the script books actually contained the original plan. So it's out there. And these, I know Grey 17, and I can't remember the name of the other podcast, but there's, I feel really bad because I just named one and not named the other. There's 2. If I remember, I'll put it up on screen right now. Anyway, but you can listen to both of them, go over it, and basically, instead of the past, the Babylon 4 would have gone to the future and participated in like because it actually was a 10-year plan. It was supposed to end. Babylon 5 was supposed to end, and then you were supposed to start the next series, which was going to be about Babylon 4 and the war. He was supposed to marry Delenn. They were supposed to have a child named David, and it's really I said this in my Discord server when we were talking about it. I know that what I'm hearing when I hear them go over the plan is just notes, so it doesn't have the character and the drama that you get. So to me, what we got feels better than what the notes were. However, I do concede I am not seeing the notes written as a script. I'm not seeing them acted by actors. I'm not. So, like, David was supposed to be born and then somehow through some sort of mystical means age up, and then he's like the child of prophecy, and it just feels really I don't know, it's
but does David do bad stuff as child as prophecy?
At a certain point he does there's something bad that happens, I can't remember, and then
I bet because that feels very JMS is to
it does
lay down prophecy kid and then be like, oh no, you're a bad one.
Yes. But I think too that there's something to be said about being given those limitations, and I feel often like we create something even better when we have those limitations that show up. And he was great at building in those trapdoors so that he could not just have to recast and put a new actor into that role, but actually write around it. And, I think he did it really beautifully, but I also think that it then took him to down paths that he maybe wouldn't have explored otherwise, that were a more succinct way of telling part of the story, or a better way. And he was a much better storyteller by later seasons anyway, even though he knew the whole arc, he knew where it was going. He, as a getting into some of the specifics, I think was a more facile storyteller by that time. And so in a way, that's a gift to us, because he had to pivot, and that meant he could take what he had learned and make it better.
And I love what we got. Like I will say this when we talked to Gus and Allie, you probably heard me say this, but I'm a little sad that they can't watch it the way I watched it. I feel like we have to tell them, just because I feel like we can't dishonor the memory of these people by just making it seem like Michael O'Hare just fucked off. Like I don't want to do that at all.
Well,
but
they won't know that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I do think that in the age of the internet, I don't think they could avoid the information, though. People will, people have already dropped it in my comments. I've had to be quite deleting it and stuff.
I guess what I mean is they won't necessarily know for a few episodes at least. So you could let them ride, because they're going to be like, is he coming back? Is he, what's...
That's true, but Bruce Boxleitner does the intro starting next season, like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Jeff isn't there.
Yeah.
And I think Ivanova says in the very first episode, Sinclair got randomly assigned back to Minbar. Like it's...
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
it's a tricky proposition.
Anyway, but I like when I watched it the first time, that reveal that happens like in season 3, it blew.
Yeah.
It exploded my brain. I was like, what the fuck? It was so fucking good, and like I said, I kind of wish that they could experience it thinking that was what it was always meant, because there's seeds for it. Literally in season 1 that I don't know that he meant to put in there, but there are seeds for it. Like, you talk like a Minbari, like,
right.
It's there.
Well, that was something Gus said that I thought was very insightful. I was going to say as a joke, but then he said more sincerely, is like, how do you deal with the potential loss of a character? And then it's like, well, if you're JMS, you just write really well.
Yes. Pretty much it,
You figure it out, you stitch it together, you make something compelling.
It's like those Japanese bowls that they seal with, like broken bowls that they fix with gold, and they're more beautiful. That's it here.
Well, it's Babylon 5, I'll take that. That's beautiful.
There were some spoilery things dropped in the notes, or in the whatever, but...
Yeah. Oh, there was something that I was going to say that... Oh, I know. Ian, I don't know if you've... I wanted to share this here because Ian isn't, I don't think, reading the Lurker's Guide. They're going to be so mad about this. Allie and Gus are going to be so pissed. And I'm frankly kind of pissed. And this feels a little bit like a retcon, and a Demon Dread retcon from Wheel of Time.
Okay.
He says... Well, first of all, this is okay. Well, I meant to read this actually with Allie and Gus on, and I forgot. Being fooled into thinking that the crystal construct in Delenn's quarters was nothing more than a meditation thing. In general, it helps to remember that I subscribe to Anton Chekhov's first rule of playwriting. If there's a gun on the wall in Act 1, Scene 1, you must fire the gun by Act 3, Scene 2. If you fire a gun in Act 3, Scene 2, you must see the gun on the wall in Act 1, Scene 1. Waste nothing. So, yes, that's great. And I meant to say that for them. But this was the thing that annoys me. About the marriage ceremony in Parliament.
Yeah.
The marriage, he says, the marriage was a red herring, a bit of misdirection. The key, now remember, he is writing this at the time that this season's ending. I don't know if anybody even knows yet that Michael O'Hare's not coming back yet. Except for JMS. I'm pretty sure JMS knows he's not, except for obviously little bits. So the marriage was a red herring, a bit of misdirection. A key for any magician is to get the audience to look at your hands so they don't see the elephant being wheeled onto the stage in full view. The line in Parliament is, it's a rebirth ceremony, all right, and sometimes doubles for a marriage ceremony. So that's what Kath said. And when I wrote that, I knew instantly that everyone would focus in on the second half, the misdirection, and miss the first half. Note that Delenn's "and so it begins" is echoed by Kosh in the last episode. I put out something that I figured everybody would latch onto, ignoring the other meaning, which is stated twice. And I'm like, did you?
We know that they were meant to be married. Like we've seen, because the original plan is out there. So I do think that, I think you're right. I think that is,
and it's fine. I know, and frankly, he has to say that at this point because he's got Jeff going to marry Kath. He's already rewriting where it's going. He's changing tack. Great, but I do think that, like, to be like, I wrote that to fool y'all. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
But, but it is true. Like, he is not lying. That and so it begins line. She says it, and then Kosh says it. Like, I think I don't think it's. I do think he is retconning what he wrote, but I don't think he meant to misdirect. I think he meant both of these are there. Like
I do too. That's I think it's that he meant both things there, and I also think that JMS is this. I think this is one place of his genius. He has many, but I think this is one place of his genius. Is that he's like a toddler who will tell you something with all of the passion and truth of like what it is. I don't mean in this statement. I mean in his writing, that he will say something, but he always says it without the forever or the the forever or the always or the, like, he says it in a way that if he wants to go back later and say that's not what I thought, I didn't say what you think I said, that it's there. Like, he's just really good at not double speak, but he's really good at making sure that nothing is an absolute when he writes it the first time, so that if he has to
there's room
find a trapdoor, there's room to change it and fix it. It's really smart and not easy to do, and he's really good at it.
No, you made me. I agree completely, and you reminded me. I don't know if this is the intent of the show, but it does make me think about stuff happening right now, and it goes back to something that Allie was, I think, creeping towards, but we kind of have to like move her away a little bit. But the attack on the Narn outpost, Allie was getting close to this, and it sort of has to do with now, and it's this idea that like the shadows attack the homeworld. Oh, no, the shadows attack the Narn outpost, right?
Yes.
And that would be really big news. And what I would buy as canon is that it happens on the same day as the president being assassinated, so that that's what people are talking about.
I could say,
You don't want to draw attention to a mysterious force decimating, an armed outpost and be like, well, what happened?
Something that literally was being live streamed. Like, oh my gosh, it really does mirror something that happens now.
But like, it's straight up distraction. Yeah.
Yeah. Like something's being live streamed, and then so that's what everybody focuses on.
Yep.
So
and being that, it's Babylon, it's Babylon 5, but we are still very Earth centric in all of this as well. So whatever happens to these other species, we don't really know. I'm thinking from the perspective of the humans, and that's fascinating. And it's interesting because to me, again, like my season 1 being so spotty and knowing where we're going, I was like, oh, this is the beginning. It is the beginning of this, but it doesn't happen here. This is the beginning of, really making sure that the Centauri and the Narn are at war. And it was such an easy, like, they're literally shadow ships. They disappeared. We have no evidence of who did this. Obviously, the Centauri are the ones who are out for the Narn. So it was just, to me, I was like waiting for the next step to be, that Jakar would be pissed and he would be blaming the Narn or blaming the Centauri right off the bat. So the fact that the first thing out of his mouth was they don't have the will to do it, I was like, what? That was a shock for me in that moment, because I thought this was the beginning of like, we did this, but we're obviously setting them up to look like they're guilty. And I thought it was really fascinating.
It was a mystery for a while.
Yeah.
When this is one of the things that lays, it comes off with such a nice payoff, and like, don't change it if people, but like, I mean, there's nothing to figure out here, but like, Jakar, you get to rate him as feeling like super betrayed, and that is then what like escalates things, is he's like, what do you fucking mean it has been you? You were responsible for this?
Yeah.
I mean, that episode, he buys Londo a drink. Because he's, hey, to the health of your emperor. And Londo literally has, right before that moment, set everything in motion to begin the war. Like, it's...
I forgot it's that emperor episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to watch.
I know.
And do
It's
it.
so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think. We got the Chrysalis. They said Jeff was supposed to go in the Chrysalis. Yes, he does. Later.
He does now. Oh, so that's why I wanted to ask about, like, so he wouldn't have, there would be no version of this where
No.
they would have done it together at the same time and popped out, right?
No.
That was never in the cards?
I don't think that was ever in the cards, no.
Okay.
She's supposed to be a bridge between the Minbari and the humans. That's why she does this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the setup of, like, come talk to me, I don't have much time before and then him getting distracted with Garibaldi, so not doing that, and then the president. To me, part of that was just not knowing what's going to happen to Delenn and knowing that she was literally about to help explain to him about his 10 days,
Yeah.
And he was waiting for that answer. It's like, I don't know. I was thinking it's from Peter Parker, but it's not. But, like, it's always the, like, I'll tell you when you come back, and then Uncle Ben dies. It's not Peter Parker. That's never what happened. That doesn't happen. I'm using absolutely the wrong metaphor or story.
But
anyway.
happens
No, but
in
who
so many
is
stories,
that?
though.
Yeah. But there is one. There's like a really, it's probably in Marvel, but there's one like
I'll
right
tell
there.
you when you get back. Yeah, I'll tell you when you get back. And then
they die.
They die.
That we all know really, really well.
Yeah. That's going to haunt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can text me at 3 a.m, Ian. It's fine.
It's Game of Thrones. I mean, I'm sure there's a Marvel one, but it's Ned being like, next time I see you, Jon Snow, I'll tell you about your mom.
Right. Yes. About to John. Yep. Oh my God, that's exactly it. Yep, that's where it is. Yeah. Back to Game of Thrones.
There it is.
Back to Game of Thrones.
I just looked this up because I remembered this from the notes as well. It's like he just drops things. He goes, there's a good reason to believe the Minbari triluminary device is an artifact not created by the Minbari. And then he like literally puts under that ding, 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 ding. You're right. So somebody commented that. And then he says, actually, the first triluminary was found by the Minbari, not made by them, in a vessel they ran into about 1,000 years ago. I think that comment must have been written like in a later season because the way the Lurkers guide is assembled is basically if he made a comment about an episode, they would take that comment and put it in that because that like about 1,000 years ago, he's literally talking about. I don't know when this could have. It's just a whole thing. So because they find the triluminary with Jeff when Jeff shows up as Valen.
Yes. Who I did read some lore on, and it sounds like he and Kath, somehow they get reunited, which is crazy face.
It's never specified in the book. I read the book that the lore is based on. So like she goes to Minbar, and do they ever get married? I can't remember if they actually get married, but they live together on Minbar. She becomes a ranger, and then they go out to fight something, and she gets sucked. Oh, they go at something around Babylon 4. And she gets sucked back in time, or she gets sucked into time, something. Like, they don't know. She disappears. And Jeff basically does what he does in the show. He shows up on, like, maybe 4 or 5 months later, shows up on Babylon 5 and goes back in Babylon 4 and goes back in time and is Valen. And then the end of the book is basically him, somebody, is it Marcus? Opening a letter from Valen, from Jeff. And it just says, we are, like, he doesn't talk about me, he says we. And so the implication is supposed to be that he somehow reunited with Catherine.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Because she was like Babylon 4 is being sent back 1,000 years. If she's getting sucked in that same vortex, it would make sense that she gets sucked back 1,000 years.
Yeah. I was really shocked. I mean, I know why they were like stopping to go look at the president, who is just the executive producer. But I was shocked. I was like holding my breath, waiting for them to yell, Kath!
I know, that was driving me crazy, but they wouldn't stop. And I didn't want her to look it up who it is,
right?
Like, she's trying to Google. I'm like, no, because you're gonna see that he's only in one episode.
Nobody.
And
I know.
Yeah, just stop it.
That's why I was like, I'm looking it up. I'll let you know. I'm like, I got it. I'll tell you later.
Because they just ignored them. Kath was on screen for like 2 minutes before they said her name. I was crazy.
Do we know the reason? Because that is a baffling choice. Because JMS, if nothing, loves an old fatherly man coming in and dealing words of wisdom and being like, "Oh, if it could have only been something gentler in these times." You know, like why we had the episode with Garibaldi's friend's daughter.
Yeah.
When the president was on board or orbiting,
Almost there, right?
Why,
Yeah.
yeah. Why did we not cast a president to give a speech at Babylon 5 about how he's opening up new and all the ambassadors? What happened? Why didn't that? Is that a missing episode, or what's going on?
No,
That's
it's
because
not
that's
in
crazy
these,
face, not to even establish him as a character.
Yeah.
it's not in these notes actually. But I know I've read this from JMS somewhere. Maybe it was in his autobiography. He just didn't want him to be a known person. Like it was intentional.
Okay.
He just like Clark is the like we've seen Clark a little bit, and they were right. Like it was fully the LBJ scene, like which is also mirrored in Battlestar Galactica. Like anytime you have a scene like that, every director is like, make sure it mirrors that.
Looks exactly LBJ on Air Force One getting sworn in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure that they're
LBJ
wearing
is
the right
different.
colored dresses. Yeah, exactly. So that was that, but he very intentionally did not like Santiago was just supposed to be this thing happening in the background. I think that's why, because he didn't want you to be like if he focused on him, maybe. But the idea is just, hey, he's the president. Like they're military. They care about the president as the office. They don't really care about. Sorry, that's another thing I want to joke. Like we joked about it in the first episode where Ivanova makes a comment about how I'm going to vote for him because he has a strong chin and the other one has too many. I feel like that was JMS being like the military. Like she's not political. This is her job. Like she's not actually.
Her job is to be apolitical. That is true.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that was part of it. Is like he didn't want. Whereas Sinclair or Sheridan's going to get really political, but Sinclair is just doing his job. Sorry, that's I said a lot of words to say my thought, but
no. That's great.
It is a thread. I mean, I don't blame them for like obsessing them kind of because like it is a strange thread running through the show in the first season is the matter of the presidency, and I guess it is just the dodge to the vice president, and he's the person we see cast.
Yeah,
but it's glaring. It's glaring because there is the episode where we don't see him come on. Like the president's coming. Oops, there was an explosion. We're going to get it fixed before he gets here. And then like, we think like I think he does like step onto the, like, we don't see him, but I think they're like, okay, now he's landing at the very end.
Yeah. We get voiceover or something.
Yeah. We get voiceover or something. And then, and also, so that was glaring. It was, you had to, as a filmmaker, latch onto that and say, they're clearly not casting him for some reason. They're clearly not showing him. But then the choice of using a fucking bad still image on this one, instead of just like some shot of him, like him stepping onto Earth Force One. Like, you know, we want to see, like, if we'd seen him boarding Earth Force One, because that was what they were saying. He's boarding Earth Force One and going off, and the vice president's sick and can't go with him. You know, if we'd just seen some random actor, even if they weren't going to cast it, so it's like, then I wouldn't have questioned it as much. And but we've spent the whole season not seeing him. That if they had shown him walking on there, Gus and Allie would have been like, yay, we're finally seeing Santiago. But instead they gave us this really bad picture of a non-actor. It was so clearly no wonder they were like, we got to stop and look, you know.
I wonder if it was part of, like, it was a joke. Because I'm just remembering now, like, that there's at least twice that Netter, like, the name comes up in the show.
Yes.
One time it's like a general, but the other time it's like literally the name of a disease.
Right.
So
like Netter syndrome.
Netter syndrome. So like it could have been a joke.
I mean, I'm sure it was, and I'm sure they were like,
fine,
it would be funny.
It was a fine picture. Like it wasn't.
I know. I was
not
not
as Allie thought it was.
No.
It does have a whiff of. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ian.
I think it does have a whiff of like production crew elves. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like everyone in the edit room or something being like, we don't have anything. And like everyone giggling and being like, well, we'll just do this. Yeah. Which again shows like possibly how unserious they were about needing to portray that character.
Yeah, like
Right.
GMS didn't care because he was like, it doesn't matter, he's dying anyway, and everybody knew that at the time. But it also it's like, even if they were going to just show like, you know, like the picture that someone puts up, like the normal like presidential White House released picture that people are going to use to just show it. He's not in makeup. Like it does feel like, you know, this is back in the day when everybody had Polaroids and used Polaroids for everything. In fact, no, I'm not going to tell the story. I'm going to story about that. But like everybody had Polaroids on set. And, you know, so it looks like a Polaroid. It's a bad flash. Like Allie's not wrong in the sense that it's not a production level
it's not.
photo.
It's not a headshot.
It's not a headshot. And it's not even like, just go put Netter in makeup and take his picture.
No, it looks like a Sears picture, kind of. It's, I mean, we were talking about like the Ned Stark versus like intended characters dying. Not like I don't want to harp on like the like a speculative like what could have been too much, but like, man, if they had cast like you both are Battlestar people. I only have seen the remake, but
I've only seen the remake too.
an actor of the caliber of the vice president or of the president.
Oh, Rosalind?
You know, and Rosalind, yes, and who pops in maybe 2 to 3 times, maybe 3 to 4 times within the season, and you were like, I love this person. I love what they're doing. And like everyone could still have mixed feelings, and Ivanova could be like, still don't trust her. Could like everything. And then of course Ivanova is the one who is the most emotional when she blows up. You know, like Ivanova, we love her. Like that's like it would have been good TV.
Yeah, it would have been. And production budgets at the time, he was like, we can't afford a Mary McDonnell. We can't afford to put somebody who's like just well enough known into that role, I guess. And yet we have some of these like weird one-off characters, random Nazis and stuff, who are like pretty big and doing some pretty intense work and doing a lot of work.
We have the guy who wrote the Muppets.
The what?
Oh wait, no, is he in here yet?
Wait, who?
What's his name? Little short Elton John. Is it this season?
Paul
Williams.
Williams, yes. Now I want Paul Williams to be Santiago. Paul Williams is, we haven't had him yet this season. He's
sorry.
No, it's so good. You'll know him, and he wrote all the music for the Muppet movies in the original Muppet movie days. I think he's still president of ASCAP actually, or at least he was a couple of years ago, and he's wonderful. But he also didn't he do the Hot Fudge show?
This I don't know, but he is Phantom of Paradise. I'll take that.
Yeah,
but
he's just delightful.
But Michael York, right? Is he Grail or is he or it's not happened yet, has it?
No, it hasn't happened yet. He hasn't been there yet either. Michael York,
no.
D'Artagnan
Michael York
from
Then maybe they didn't have the budget. I'm like, oh, you have all these big actors coming in.
Yeah,
like, nope, that's season 2, 3, 4. Ian, you senile old man. Go to bed, Grandpa.
Yes.
He's in.
Wait. Am I mixing up? Because I might be mixing up 2 actors. Michael York. Was he in Grail?
No.
He's Lancelot.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. He's in another. He's not in Grail, but he's in
another episode. Yeah.
He's in the other Arthurian.
Yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. He's in the other Arthurian episode.
And Allie will be very vindicated because she will say, "See, Grail had a lot of meaning." The Lost Tales. He's in the. No. Sorry, he's in.
No, not
what
Lost
episode?
Tales. He's in.
No. He's in.
Babylon.
What episode? What is the name of the episode?
He's in the one that I told you about before, where he's the person who shot the first shot.
A late delivery from Avalon.
Yeah,
of course it is.
Yeah,
the first shot in the Minbari War.
Gus will know
have
him.
a lot to look forward to.
Gus will know Michael York.
Yeah,
Allie will not.
No,
Allie will not. Gus will know him from Three Musketeers.
Sorry, somebody pointed something out to me that I had never noticed. I think I told you, Drawl. I told you about this, Jenn, that the Drawl actor gets recast, and he's a different actor later on. And they explain it. They healed him and whatever. But the actor who played Drawl the first time does come back as a different character. And sorry, the late delivery from Avalon just reminded me of it, even though he's not in that episode, I don't think. He's Brother Theo. He's like the head monk.
Oh, the techno monks?
Yeah, not the techno mages. He's like an actual like Catholic monk. You don't remember the monks?
the ones who, no, I do, but not the techno, I'm sorry. I guess
I guess they are
maybe
techno
I'm
monks, 'cause
mushing
they do-
them.
Yeah.
Because they're not techno mages, but like,
No. Yeah, they're
but they're the
different.
monks
They're
who
not
like
techno
offer to help and repair
Yes.
things and
Yes.
yes, okay.
Yeah, he's the head
That's
one
funny.
of those monks, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So he does come back for, I think, maybe 3 or 4 more episodes. So they're pretty much about the same as if he stayed Droll. So
Right,
Huh.
which is interesting that they
Odd.
decided why they didn't have him. Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
he just
Maybe
wasn't
it's filming
available
order. Only other thing I think last time we chatted a while back, I talked about Garibaldi changing and being more bristly, and now thinking about the Jeff moving on, I'm going to put in his headcanon that he is grieving.
He also got shot in the back
yeah,
by one of his own
That
men.
too, but would probably make him a little mad too.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe a little bit.
These are all
Yeah.
things that would make you a little bristly.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you get shot in the back, you wake up, your best friend is gone.
You know,
yeah. It
good.
sucks.
All
It
in a
all
day's
sucks.
work. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I very much wanted to show the reporter. I wanted to show what's her name? You said
Oh. Oh well, I
Nancy?
don't. Unfortunately, don't. Yeah, but Nancy at the
Just-
Disney Channel,
Nancy.
but not her real name.
Is
It's
her name is Maggie Egan. Maggie Egan. I wanted to show her so that they would highlight her, and then I thought I can't just show her picture because it would be like, ding ding. I want you to pay attention to. So that's why I showed the other actress as well. I figured
Nice.
it's not that much of a spoiler to be like
Right.
she's not coming back because she really we like her, but she's had like a line in every
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
So that's why I showed them both. But I was just like,
I'm
I
so
really
glad you
want
did that,
to
'cause
pay attention to this.
I was like, don't show them the reporter because they'll think she's special.
Yes, exactly.
Because I got excited about. Hey, I just got excited about Linear because I love Lost in Space.
Yeah.
I love Linear. I was very excited about Linear, but I also just I love Lost in Space, and that's why I was like grinning ear to ear watching June.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
She
good.
was pretty great.
She was
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So going back to like you can put a good actor in a couple episodes. There you go. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
she was. Yeah,
I don't know how expensive of an actor she is. That's I guess was the
yeah.
question.
I don't
probably
even know.
would've
Like, no, it doesn't have to even be like a. I don't sound bad, like a good actor, but I mean, like, if it. I don't know if you could find like another Ivanova or Delenn, but like they were playing.
Yeah.
They had a stable of fantastic, again, like all the Batman the animated series voice actors somehow show up in this. But yeah, it's woulda, coulda, shoulda. We still got a fantastic TV show out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we've been going for like, oh gosh, this is a signs of portents almost.
I know.
That
We're
level.
probably pretty close. I'm gonna make sure my
Your
is this still show up?
triangle.
Yeah, I think I wiped it off.
Oh dear.
Oh, I guess I have no more. There must be
No.
no shadows around. That's fine.
That's
fine.
right. There's no shadows. Also, maybe it's time to. Do you have any final thoughts before we close out the Great Council?
Not from me.
No. Chrysalis, Garibaldi.
It's a cocoon. It's a cocoon is my final thought. Not a chrysalis. A cocoon.
They do
Cat.
say cocoon. They do say cocoon later on. Like,
Yeah.
they keep.
Cat.
I think Ivanova's like, yeah, she's in a cocoon, and there's one scene that's really funny where they're trying to get the shady police officer to come, and they lure him by being like, "Hey, Delenn came out of her cocoon. She's a butterfly. She's got wings." Something. It's really funny. Anyway,
Oh my god.
so yes, it's a cocoon. That be our final
you.
thought.
Thank you. That's my final thought.
Yes. With that, please check out the reaction. It's up on my YouTube channel. You can check out the unedited version up on Patreon and get early access and like ad-free versions of the audio podcast and stuff. And like and subscribe and rate and review and all of that. And we'll see you next time. Babble on.
Babylon.